Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network would like to thank our sponsors: American Safeguard Insurance, First Security Bank, Old Bart Southern Eats, Ricochet Outdoors, Swanky Southern Boutique and Salon, Chef Lynn, Greenbrier Pharmacy, DJ Vanaco Remax Elite, Vision Roofing, the Children's Clinic of Greenbrier and Conway, Stage 2 Dance Center, Bleacher Bling, and Steak and Shake.
At American Safeguard Insurance, you get an actual human being just down the street to get advice on the confusing
Wait, from the jump?
So we apologize. We've been talking this whole time and been muted, but we are here now. Kylie Griffin, other end, lays it up. 30-8 is the score here in quarter number 2 with 6:08 to play. Malone on the other end for the Thunderbirds. Shot up no good, and a rebound for Myatt. She'll bring it up. Fast break. Outlet pass to Griffin off the glass, but she's fouled. Wouldn't go. We apologize for the technical difficulties, the scoreboard and all. 30-8. Greenbrier leads. Man, we thought we were doing so good, keeping up you guys up with all the score and everything. 30-8.
Turns out we were just talking to each other.
My goodness, we were muted this whole time. Either way, it's 30-8, 32-8. I don't know if that's the right score. Should be 30-8. We're going to go with what they have on the scoreboard, 32-8.
Guys, that might be kind of my fault. I muted us earlier, and I forgot to unmute.
That's fine, man.
There's just been a lot going on.
Hey, it is. And it's good practice from here on out. So here we go. Hopefully no more technical difficulties. As Guy-Perkins with the basketball down 32-8 with 5:48 till halftime. Malone pulls up in transition 3. Barely caught anything, and Carly Reynolds the rebound. Out it goes JoJo Jerry into the game. Lead court pass. And they're going to say, I believe that's Victoria Corker who stepped out on the baseline. Turnover there, and Guy-Perkins will get the basketball.
JB, I hate to say it again, but you can't be taking threes like that. Right now, if you're Guy-Perkins, you got to get back in this game with layups and defense and putbacks and in-rhythm shots. Like, you want threes, but you want them in rhythm.
32-8 with 5:37 to play until halftime, and Guy-Perkins is going to need some points, and they're going to need them in a hurry to get themselves back into the game. Ely with it for Guy-Perkins. She picks up her dribble, gives it over to Passmore. Back it goes, top of the key, Ely. Looks for a ball screen. Now she tries to lob it down low, and they're going to get a foul on Corker. They had a size mismatch there. Nicely done. Carpenter down low around the free throw line. Got the pass down low. That's the the third team foul for the Panthers. Ely down low, tries to pass, but nice play there from Corker to come in and knock it out of play.
Great
They'll do it again.
Hands. Active hands on D.
32-8. Ely kicks it up top of the key to Alsa. Back it goes Ely. 3-ball from the corner. Off the backboard. Missed everything. And Greenbrier the rebound. Griffin. Outlet pass. Newland through the lane. Off the glass. No good. Griffin thought she had a rebound, but Ely pulls it down for the Lady Thunderbirds. They'll bring it across. Griffin out on her. Ely trying to drive all the way to the basket. A little bit out of control. They're going to call a foul, though, on Griffin.
Now, there's a foul you don't want, JB. Now, if you've got a double team and you're rushing them and you accidentally foul somebody, that's not as bad. But a foul in that situation, you got to just let her miss there and go straight up.
Fourth team foul on the Panthers. Ely will inbound it. Top of the key, it goes to Kusma. 3 there, missed everything and out of play. Greenbrier gets the basketball on the miss.
Again, they got to get more passes. Just speaking from, Guy-Perkins' point of view, you got to pass more and get some in-rhythm shots. These are not in rhythm at all.
32-8 with 4:53 to play until halftime. And Corker will inbound to Michaela Betts. And she'll bring it across the timeline. A little bit more of a slower pace than we've seen most of the game. They'll get it over to JoJo Jerry. She's out high. Over right wing it goes to Betts. Guy-Perkins in a 2-3 zone. Jerry picks up her dribble. Cross-court feed to Betts. Right corner 3. Off the rim, no good. JoJo Jerry there to fight for a rebound. It's going to be out of bounds off of Ely. It'll stay with Greenbrier.
I know I've said it twice, JB, but guess what that shot was? In rhythm. So we'll take that all day. Missed it, but we'll take it. It's a good shot.
JoJo Jerry to inbound for the Panthers. She'll find it up top to Corker. Over it goes to Betts. Down low, Peyton Crum in the game. Off the glass, no good. And Ely the rebound for Guy-Perkins. Ely brings it across the timeline. Greenbrier out in a man-to-man. They lob it down. That's Crum's defender down low off the glass and lays it in.
That's just undisciplined zone there. Undisciplined.
32-10 is Kusmal with the layup for Guy-Perkins, and JoJo Jerry will bring it across the timeline for the Lady Panthers. Bounce pass over to Betts. Top of the key, Corker. She pulls the trigger. Shots off the back of the iron, no good. Battle for the rebound. Ely comes out of there with it. And I'm not sure what the call is going to be. It's a foul, obviously. I just don't know who it's on. I believe it's going to be on Ely. That is a foul on Jemiah Ely. And Victoria Corker to inbound for the Lady Panthers. 32-10 with 3:54 to play until halftime. Michaela Betts with it out high. Guy-Perkins, a little bit of a double team. They get it over to Corker. Bounce pass in the corner to Jerry, and it's going to hit off the inline, out of bounds. Turnover there for the Panthers. Alsop inbounds. It comes to Passmore, and she'll bring it across the timeline. Passmore looking for a feed. Picked up her dribble, though. She gets it out high to Malone. Artavia Malone with it. Gets a ball screen. Hopper's good defense out on her. Pass down low. Out of play. Going to go off of Greenbrier, though. It'll stay with Guy-Perkins. 32-10 with 3:28 to play until halftime. Alsop inbound. It goes to Carpenter. Back it goes. Alsop battle for the ball. And Guy-Perkins out of there with it. That's Carpenter. Jump shot from 18, and she knocks it down.
They got to get more of those, JB.
A good look there for Guy-Perkins, and they've cut the lead to 20. Betts with it, top of the key. Guy-Perkins still in that 2-3 zone. JoJo Jerry starts a drive over to Betts. Now Betts kicks it in the corner to Corker. Pulls up, 3-ball from the corner, no good. Battle for the rebound, and there's going to be a foul, though.
Yeah, it's going to be over the back, JB, on one of our girls.
Looks like it's Peyton Crum.
We're taking some quick shots here. I'd like to see some more passes, get the zone out of place, and then get an easier shot.
That's the 5th team foul for Greenbrier. And out high. There's a near steal there from Betts. But it's going to be a foul. 6th foul for Greenbrier. That's the first one on Michaela Betts. So one more foul until Guy-Perkins will be in the bonus. And Paige Alsop to inbounds for the Lady Thunderbirds. They get to pass more down low to Carpenter. She starts to drive. Shots up, tipped away. Offensive board, though. That's Alsop. Shot there from the left elbow. And Guy-Perkins scored 6 in a row on a 6er run. On the other end, Alex Newland from the low block. Backs her man in and lays it in. 34-14. And Passmore with it for the Lady Thunderbirds. A little bit more of a press coming from Greenbrier. Griffin out on Passmore. They kick it out to Alsop. She pulls the trigger. Left wing 3-ball, and she got it. And it's 34-17 as Hopper inbounds to Griffin. Greenbrier across the timeline. Myatt on the left wing. She starts to drive. Gives it over to Newland. Cross-court feed to Betts. She drives. Baseline. Throws it up. Top of the key, but whistle is blown. They're going to call a foul.
JB, I like to see that from Coach Edmondson there. He saw we were struggling a little bit, so he put a couple of the starters back in and threw that half-court press on them. I like that.
That's the 3rd foul on Kusmal. Gonna have to be careful. They may have to bring her out of the game. Betts with it now to Hopper. Top of the key. Thought about a 3. Gives it over to Myatt to Griffin in the corner. Griffin starts to drive to Betts underneath. Shot up, won't go. Guy-Perkins the rebound. And Kusmal with it, but she threw it away to Betts. Betts to the basket. Shot won't go, but she's fouled. That's on Passmore. That's the 6th team foul for Guy-Perkins. But obviously it's a shooting foul, so Michaela Betts will go to the free throw line.
It's good pressure, JB. We got to keep that pressure on. We kind of let them breathe a little bit for a second, and you don't like that. They got a good, I think, 9-point run on us. Can't let that happen. So Coach Edmondson's kind of putting the foot back on the throat here and not letting them breathe any.
First free throw up and good for Michaela Betts. She's got one more. A chance to nail them both from the free throw line, and she does. 36-17 with 1:40 till halftime. Malone brings it across for Guy-Perkins. But our Lady Panthers in that press. They get it over to Passmore. Finally across to Malone. Now over it goes to Kusmal. Malone on the low block. Step back jumper, no good. Offensive board there. Nice play from Strickland. Malone off the glass, battle for the rebound again, and that was Kusmal to Malone. Turnaround jumper again, and she knocks that one down. 36-19. And Myatt will bring it across the timeline for Lady Panthers to Hopper. She drives amongst the trees, throws it up. Oh, they're going to call a travel, though. Turnover is going to go to Guy-Perkins.
Now, JB, on this other side, I hope we can, I'd say we need to continue this hard defense, but we have to follow that up with blocking out inside.
Passmore bring it across for Guy-Perkins to Carpenter, top of the key for three, won't go. Rebound Greenbrier. Griffin bringing it up quick. She's looking to run. Kicks it over to Betts. Corner three, in and out, no good. Newland tipped the play and kept it alive. Riley Myatt's got it. Looks like they're trying to slow it down. They find it over to Griffin. Left corner three, in and out, no good. Guy-Perkins the rebound this time.
That's the way you beat a zone there. The long pass works against a zone like that. You suck them up, and then you throw it long, kind of a skip pass.
Malone with it now. Runner through the lane, little floater rather. Rebound Strickland, threw it back up. Hopper battles to get the rebound for Greenbrier. 22 seconds left until halftime. Lady Panthers out by 17. Myatt driving all the way to the basket. Reverse layup, no good. Tipped out of bounds, and it's going to go to Guy-Perkins. They're going to say it is off of Alex Newland.
I don't know about that one, JB, but, hey, the ref's closer, and that's her job. So we're going to go with her decision there, which is Guy-Perkins' ball.
12 seconds until halftime as Passmore brings it up. She gets it to Malone. Down low it goes Strickland. Newland on her, tipped away. Zeta got all ball, battle for it. Newland gets it. Out it goes to Griffin. Gonna have to get a shot off. Throws up a half-court feed. Didn't have enough on it, and that is how we're gonna head into halftime. 36-19. Lady Panthers up by 17. Any thoughts, Mike, before we head to a break?
Great defense. You know, Coach Edmondson put in a couple subs. You know, we were up, 25 points when he put subs. Or no, I think we were actually up. We were up 20 points at that time. I think it was 30-10. He put in some subs. And they started going a little soft and they took the half-court press away. And I didn't love that. I understood the decision. But Coach noticed, okay, they just put up 7-0 on a 7-0 run. And he got that press back on there, got his starters back in the game. And just kind of kept that press on, you know, and sped them up, which sped them into turnovers, which then sped us into points. So, like the decision there by Coach Edmondson to put his starters back in, put the press back on.
36-19 as we get set to head to a halftime break. Been good. Our Lady Panthers came out strong. They lead it by 17. Stay with us as we head to a break.
At American Safeguard Insurance, you get an actual human being just down the street to get advice on the confusing world of insurance. There's no need to shop around every time your insurance company tries to raise rates. You can relax and let us do it for you. Having a choice is a big deal, and when insurance companies compete, you save money. One of the most important benefits is we actually monitor your premium for rate increases. If we notice a rate increase, we reshop your premium to ensure the best rate. And when the time comes to use your insurance, and we hope it doesn't, you have a friend to help guide you during one of the most stressful times of your life. All your needs under one roof, from vehicle to life insurance, and everything in between. We protect it all.
Arkansans appreciate community. We work and raise families, care for our neighbors, and come together in good times and bad. At First Security, that local strength is what we love best about our home state. There is commitment here, and heart, and hope. Thank you to everyone who is standing together, learning from one another, and making Arkansas a place we all love to call home. We're proud to be your community bank.
For the best barbecue in town, look no further than Old Bart Southern Eats. With the wide variety of meats smoked perfectly, with one-of-a-kind sides and a sauce unlike any other, you will not want to miss out. Old Bart Southern Eats is located at 79 South Broadview, next to Walmart. Open Wednesday through Friday, 5 until sold out, and Saturday and Sunday, 3 until sold out. You better get there early because it will not last long. You can find us on Facebook at Old Bart Southern Eats.
Come into Steak and Shake for the original steak burger, steak burgers, and milkshakes. Yep, it's all right there in the name. Steak and Shake. Get them delivered.
Do you have damage to your roof from a wind or hailstorm? Vision Roofing leads the way in roof repair and installation. From the initial consultation to the last nail is in place, their customer service is exactly what you need to feel at ease. For a free inspection, call Robert Branscombe at 733-8790 or Chad Stevenson at 697-6606. At Vision Roofing, they have the vision to see you through. The Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network would like to thank our sponsors: American Safeguard Insurance, First Security Bank, Old Bart Southern Eats, Ricochet Outdoors, Swanky Southern Boutique and Salon, Chef Lynn, Greenbrier Pharmacy, DJ Vanaco, Remax Elite, Vision Roofing, the Children's Clinic of Greenbrier and Conway, Stage 2 Dance Center, Bleacher Bling, and Steak and Shake.
At American Safeguard Insurance, you get an actual human being just down the street to get advice on the confusing world of insurance. There's no need to shop around every time your insurance company tries to raise rates. You can relax and let us do it for you. Having a choice is a big deal, and when insurance companies compete, you save money. One of the most important benefits is we actually monitor your premium for rate increases. If we notice a rate increase, we reshop your premium to ensure the best rate. And when the time comes to use your insurance, and we hope it doesn't, you have a friend to help guide you during one of the most stressful times of your life. All your needs under one roof, from vehicle to life insurance, and everything in between. We protect it all.
Arkansans appreciate community. We work and raise families, care for our neighbors, and come together in good times and bad. At First Security, that local strength is what we love best about our home state. There is commitment here, and heart, and hope. Thank you to everyone who is standing together, learning from one another, and making Arkansas a place we all love to call home. We're proud to be your community bank.
For the best barbecue in town, look no further than Old Bart Southern Eats. With the wide variety of meats smoked perfectly, with one-of-a-kind sides and a sauce unlike any other, you will not want to miss out. Old Bart Southern Eats is located at 79 South Broadview, next to Walmart. Open Wednesday through Friday, 5 until sold out, and Saturday and Sunday, 3 until sold out. You better get there early because it will not last long. You can find us on Facebook at Old Bart Southern Eats.
Come into Steak and Shake for the original steak burger, steak burgers, and milkshakes. Yep, it's all right there in the name. Steak and Shake. Get them delivered.
Do you have damage to your roof from a wind or hailstorm? Vision Roofing leads the way in roof repair and installation. From the initial consultation to the last nail is in place, their customer service is exactly what you need to feel at ease. For a free inspection, call Robert Branscombe at 733-8790 or Chad Stevenson at 697-6606. At Vision Roofing, they have the vision to see you through. The Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network would like to thank our sponsors: American Safeguard Insurance, First Security Bank, Old Bart Southern Eats, Ricochet Outdoors, Swanky Southern Boutique and Salon, Chef Lynn, Greenbrier Pharmacy, DJ Vanaco, Remax Elite, Vision Roofing, the Children's Clinic of Greenbrier and Conway, Stage 2 Dance Center, Bleacher Bling, and Steak and Shake.
We're back here with about 2:56 to play after, I guess, the start of the second half. Lady Panthers rolled Mike, 36-19 up by 17. The first quarter was definitely a landslide. By the way, I'm JB Brazil, my partner Mike Baker along your side with me. We've had some technical difficulties. Talon Newton's over here. Mike can see him on the screen. He's been really running rampant trying to get this thing working for us tonight. We realized after the first quarter that we didn't have any audio, and we were talking the whole time. He tapped us on the shoulder. I kept looking at him like, hey, man, I'm trying to talk right now. And he's like, JB, we don't even have audio. So we apologize for that. We got the scoreboard up and running. Mike, we're just going to kind of look over a little bit of stuff that we talked in the pregame, and then just for a little bit talk about some players in this first half. Greenbrier coming into this game is 1-0. They lost in their benefit match. Obviously doesn't go on record. They beat a Harding Academy team last night pretty handedly. I believe it was 68-29, I believe was the final score. Either way, they did really well, took care of business. They're doing so again tonight against a Guy-Perkins team who comes into this 4-1, and like we said, has had some pretty tough opponents, some bigger, bigger schools than they are, they beat. And so they're a pretty good team, but my goodness, Greenbrier played like they did in the first half against Harrison. They are playing like they did against Harding Academy. We would like to see them keep that up here starting the second half.
For sure, JB. The catalyst behind this whole lead here has been their half-court press, kind of their half-court extended. It sped them up like crazy. I mean, I love this move by Coach Edmondson. He throws it on early out of nowhere. So then, Guy-Perkins is completely surprised. They don't know how to react. And like I was telling you earlier in the show, I think we were still muted at the time.
Probably.
But, honestly, a half-court press is a little scarier than a full-court press sometimes, because you see that full-court press as you're about to pass in, and you're almost safe whenever you're passing in, and so you see that full-court press, you kind of have that safety where you can have your guy, your girls come up and throw it to them. Half-court press, ball's already in. That's when they start coming at you, and then you start really panicking there.
Sure.
That's when you make mistakes.
It was good to see, even with the great full-court press and such, to see team fouls were low. They attacked well and kept a low defense. And how about Ashton Hopper coming in? Heck of a job on defense. She doesn't get a lot of points each game, but defensively came in, was a huge shot in the arm for our Lady Panthers team. Forced a lot of turnovers, looked really well.
For sure, those active hands that she's got, I mean, they don't show up as points in the stat book, but, man, they show up as points on the scoreboard. I mean, those active hands, they get the job done, and you love to see it. I know the coach loves it for sure.
As we get set to start quarter number 3, 36-19. Our Lady Panthers lead it by 17 points. Michaela Betts for Greenbrier will inbound, as our Lady Panthers will get the ball first to start the second half. And here we go. We're underway in quarter number 3. Betts inbounds to Griffin, and she has it near the top of the key. Gives it over to Betts. Looks like they're slowing it down a little bit more. Myatt out in the corner to Carly Reynolds. Cross-court feed to Betts. She drives. Bounce pass to Newland. 12-footer off the glass, no good, and Guy-Perkins the rebound. Artavia Malone brings it ahead for the Lady Thunderbirds. She'll lob it over to Alsop. Down low, nice defense there from Newland, tipped it away. Over it goes to Malone. Down low to Trinity Kusmal. Tries to pass in the corner, but nice read there from Betts, and she takes it away. Greenbrier, outlet pass Griffin. In the corner, now she starts to drive, kicks it up. On the right wing to Myatt, over to Newland. Shot blocked by Malone. She gets the ball back, though. Shot up no good on the layup, and a rebound for Carpenter. Kylie Carpenter for Guy-Perkins will bring it across the timeline. Gives it over to Malone, and that's going to be backcourt or out of bounds either way. A turnover there for Guy-Perkins, and our Lady Panthers will inbound. A minute gone in the third quarter. Neither team has scored.
Yeah, we've seen good defense here from our Lady Panthers, though. They're trying to play the game on their terms, the timing on their terms, which means slow on offense and then fast on defense.
Reynolds on the right wing gets it over to Griffin. Bounce pass to Myatt on the left wing. Starts to drive, ball tipped away. Tried to save it. She gets it to Griffin. Nice save before it goes across the timeline. Near backcourt, but Griffin over in the left corner to Betts. Top of the key now to Myatt. Right wing, Reynolds. Looks for a pass. Cross-court feed. It goes to Griffin. They get it to Betts. They are passing the ball a lot. Reynolds. Cross-court feed again to Griffin, left wing. Thought about driving. Kicks it over. Right corner 3, Michaela Betts. You bet. A 3 ball from the corner. And that's the first points of quarter number 3 here in the second half. 39-19. They got, again, that press near midcourt. Ely with it now. Picked up her dribble, going to have to get rid of it. Finds Artavia Malone. Thought about a 3 on the right wing. Now she drives, and that's going to be a block on Carly Reynolds.
Yet again, Coach Edmondson has kind of changed things up a little bit. It's not a half-court press anymore. Now it's just kind of a trap at the top, kind of in these top corners here, which, again, speeds up. It speeds up the players, and it just helps us play the game on our terms.
Ely to inbound for the Lady Thunderbirds. She gets it over to Malone in the corner. Left corner thinking about a 3. Now she lobs it down to Carpenter. Carpenter turnaround shot blocked by Newland. Reynolds, outlet feed to Betts on the other end. Lays it up off the glass, and it's 41-39. But, they're going to call something.
Called a travel there, JB.
They called a travel.
Yeah, I didn't see that, but
wow.
As I said earlier, he's closer and it's his job, so we're going to go with what he says.
39-19 as Malone, cross-court feed, tipped away by Carly Reynolds. Nice defense there. Forced a bad pass, and then Reynolds was all over that one.
Man, if I was a Guy-Perkins player, I'd be scared right now. Our hands are everywhere.
It's 39-19. Panthers up by 20. Got an inbound. Finally, she does. That was Alsip. She gets it into Malone. She's over there on the left wing, top of the key. Pulls it over in the right corner. Griffin out on her. Ely, right wing. Now she drives off her own foot, gets up, gets the ball back, though, to Alsip over to Malone. She pulls a deep three off the rim. No good. Michaela Betts, nice rebound, but it's going to be a jump ball. As Trinity Kusmal was there to tie it up, and the alternating possession is going to go to Guy-Perkins. Also trying to inbounds, tipped away, nicely done. Griffin trying to chase it down, but Carpenter saves it for Guy-Perkins. They kick it out to Ely. Left corner three, off the rim, no good. Nice rebound by Artavia Malone. Little right hand put back. And Guy-Perkins with the second chance points have cut the lead to 18. Kylie Griffin brings it across the timeline now for the Lady Panthers. Betts down low to Newland. Nice move off the glass. And she puts it in. 20-point game as our Lady Panthers are up 41-21 with 4:49 to play in the third quarter. Artavia Malone with it, out high. Picks up her dribble. Griffin out on her, going to have to get rid of it. Gives it off to Ely. Ely starting to drive here. Through the lane, shot up, no good, but a foul on Newland. And that'll be Jemiah Ely heading to the line.
That's one where I kind of like to see the ref let him play there. I think she did go, you have to stay perfectly vertical. I think she did go over a little bit, but I'd like to let him play there,
Either way, first free throw's up, no good. Second free throw from Ely coming here. Trying to cut into the lead a little bit. Second free throw from Ely, nothing but net. Good shot there. Cuts the lead to 19, and Kylie Griffin will bring it across for our Lady Panthers. A little bit more of a slower pace on this offensive set. Griffin thought about giving it off to Myatt. Now she does. Top of the key, kicks it over, bounce pass to Betts. Carly Reynolds now. Myatt over to Betts in the corner. Top of the key, Reynolds thought about a three. Lob down to Newland. Kicks it out to Griffin. Right wing three. In and out, no good. And a rebound there for Strickland. Ball tipped away. It's going to be out of bounds off of Kylie Griffin. Nice effort there from her, though. She raced to go get the basketball.
And great play there. Again, they're running a zone. Guy-Perkins is running a zone, and the way to beat a zone is either really quick passes or doing those skip passes across court and hitting those holes. And they hit it. Great shot. Just didn't go in. That happens in basketball.
Artavia Malone with it over on the left wing. Griffin out on her. Picks up her dribble. Going to have to kick it way up top near the midcourt line for Ely. Lob down low. Malone saves it, though. Pulls up. Little jump shot on the low block. And Guy-Perkins has cut the lead to 17. It's just a nice play there. Good shot. Myatt with it for our Lady Panthers. Kicks it over in the right wing to Reynolds. Now it goes left wing to Griffin. Shot. The three might have been blocked. Outlet pass, though, from Guy-Perkins. That was Trinity Kusmal, but she overthrew her. Rather, Kusmal overthrew Passmore, I believe. Turnover. Greenbrier with the basketball up by 17 with 3:27 to play in quarter number 3. And Kylie Griffin will bring it across the timeline. Kicks it over to Betts. Now to Reynolds in the corner. Lob down low, Newland. Backs her way in. Underneath the basket. Shot won't go, but she's fouled.
That's just power basketball, JB. Power basketball. I like to see it. She's definitely our best player. You like to get the ball in her hands.
Newland's first free throw's up. Nothing but net. And Ashton Hopper back into the game for Lady Panthers. Love to see her out there.
For sure. Her defense is lethal.
Second free throw from Newland. Got them both. That looked good. Nothing but net on both shots. 43-24. Guy-Perkins quickly across. Ashton Hopper out there on Ely. Backs her way in. Shot up no good, but they're going to call a foul.
When you got her that deep, JB, you have to just, especially whenever you have two girls on her, you have to just keep your hands up and make her make a mistake. You cannot force the foul there.
Myatt with the foul. I believe that's her first. Ely's free throw's up and no good, though, from Jemiah Ely. Second free throw coming here. It's up and good. 43-25 as Michaela Betts It's inbound for our Panthers, and Kylie Griffin will bring it up for Greenbrier. Kicks it over to Betts now on the right wing to Myatt. Over to Betts, top of the key. Starts to drive, gives it off to Ashton Hopper. Hopper tried to pass, but that's going to be a foul on Ely, a little reach in. That's Ely's second foul, third team foul. They'll need 5 more before they're in the bonus, or rather 4 more. Kylie Griffin gets it over to Myatt. Myatt starting to drive all the way through the lane, kicks it out. Hopper, 18-footer off the front of the rim, no good. And Guy-Perkins the rebound, but a nice steal from Michaela Betts. Betts brings it, picks up her dribble. Now she gets it over to Griffin. Top of the key. Griffin starts to drive, lost the handle. Newland out to Betts, but they're going to call a travel.
That's a good call, JB. You see that one a lot because it's someone grabs the ball, they know what move they want to do, and they go into it before they take the dribble. You see that one a lot. Refs are always looking for it.
It was the right call. 2:33 to play in the third quarter, and here comes that press we like to see. They get it out to Malone for Guy-Perkins. Trying to go down low. I believe that was Kusmal. Out it goes Malone. Myatt's out on her. Cross-court feed to Ely. Betts overran it. Ely lobbed down low. Tipped away. Ashton Hopper again with a tip. Offensive board, though, for Strickland, and that's going to be a jump ball. Alternating possession should go to our Panthers.
That's a good call. Usually with those blocks, if her hand is going to stay on, if Newland's hand is going to stay on there for too long, then it's a jump ball. It's not just a block. It's not just a regular block. It's a jump. So good call from the ref.
Nice offensive board there from Anaya Strickland of Guy-Perkins as well.
Good block out.
Kylie Griffin brings it across for Greenbrier. 43-25. Out it goes Michaela Betts. Pass more out on her. Betts kicks it over. Victoria Corker, corner three. Nothing but net. 46-25. And Griffin on the inbound trying to play some defense. Malone will bring it up for Guy-Perkins, though. Free throw line extended. Jumper rattles around and drops home. Good bucket there from Malone, and it's 46-27. But Griffin brings it up quickly for Greenbrier. Off to Newland. She passes it over in the corner to Hopper, and it's out of bounds. 46-27 on the turnover. JoJo Jerry's coming into the game now for Our Lady Panthers.
We got to be careful here, JB. We have to continue to dominate the speed of this game and, play slow and careful on offense and then just go at them on defense and speed them up. We have to continue to do that.
Malone with it for Guy-Perkins. Finally brings it across the timeline. I feel like Guy-Perkins is a little winded as well.
For sure, JB. I can see that for sure.
Kylie Carpenter tries to pass it off to Malone. Underneath, nice move from Malone. Drops it home. That's a good shot there from Malone. A little spin around jump shot over down on the low block, and it's 46-29. Michaela Betts with it for Greenbrier. Over to JoJo Jerry, who's into the game now. Lob down low to Newland. Overthrew everybody. It's out of bounds, and Guy-Perkins will have the basketball off the turnover.
And, JB, we're speeding up here. It's like we're trying to retaliate with points. We just can't do that. We have to go slow down, make smart passes, get the zone off balance on offense.
I'm not sure what the call was there.
Neither am I.
Travel.
I'm
going to call it travel.
And Talon appears. Talon Newton.
Well, he pulled his hand up for 5. I don't know if it was a travel call.
I guess it was. Okay, guys, I'm with y'all. I don't know what it was.
I have no idea. He put his hand up for 5. Maybe he just, I don't know. Either way, Guy-Perkins with the basketball. Kylie Carpenter, spinner move in the lane. Nice defense from Corker, and a nice board there from Newland. Outlet pass to Betts. She's got Hopper down low, but she takes it herself, and she'll draw a foul.
You like to see her push there. You got a 3-on-1. I would have liked to have seen a pass maybe, but I like to see our Lady Panthers pushing in that fast break and trying to take advantage of that 3-on-1 matchup.
46-29, though, is Michaela Betts to shoot the front end of this 2 free throws, and she knocks the first one down. 47-29 as Peyton Crum comes back into the game. Alex Newland will take a seat. 48 seconds to play in the third quarter. Michaela Betts, second free throw's up. Off the back of the iron, no good. Strickland, a nice board, but she's going to travel. I don't know about that one. Might have been either way. Ref's down there closer. She sees that's a good break for our Panthers, and Ashton Hopper will inbound. Gives it over to JoJo Jerry now, top of the key. Kicks it over Victoria Corker. 3-ball again, a little too strong. Rebound there from Malone. Malone's a good player for Guy-Perkins.
Yeah, she's been grabbing boards. She's been hitting some Sweet fadeaway jump shots, too.
She drives through the lane here, off the glass, too strong. Corker and Crum underneath. That's a foul on Corker, and potentially that might have been a makeup call.
Yeah.
Strickland down low. I don't know there was a foul completely.
I think, just scrub with the refs, too. I think we got to get a rebound there. We got to have our girls in position to rebound.
Sure.
But, yeah, I think I saw a block there. But
they say that a ball doesn't lie. So
it's the first free throw's up, no good.
I was thinking it down. I didn't want to say it, though.
Strickland, second free throw's up, off the front of the rim and drops home. 47-30 with 30 seconds to play in the third quarter, and Michaela Betts will bring it across for our Lady Panthers. They're slowing it down, looking to potentially to hold for the final shot. Betts with the basketball. Now she's double teamed, a little bit of a trap. They get it out to JoJo Jerry, right wing. She gives it off to Hopper. Hopper with a dribble to Betts. 12 seconds to play in the third quarter. Betts starts to drive. Free throw line jumper off the rim, no good. Jerry there high to battle for the rebound, but Guy-Perkins out of there with it. 3 seconds. They're going to have to shoot quick. They got it to Malone. That's who you want. 3-ball deep, but no good. And that is how quarter number 3 will end, 47-30. And we'll hit a break in between quarters. Fourth quarter coming to you after this.
At American Safeguard Insurance, you get an actual human being just down the street to get advice on the confusing world of insurance. There's no need to shop around every time your insurance company tries to raise rates. You can relax and let us do it for you. Having a choice is a big deal, and when insurance companies compete, you save money. One of the most important benefits is we actually monitor your premium for rate increases. If we notice a rate increase, we reshop your premium to ensure the best rate. And when the time comes to use your insurance, and we hope it doesn't, you have a friend to help guide you during one of the most stressful times of your life. All your needs under one roof, from vehicle to life insurance, and everything in between. We protect it all.
Arkansans appreciate community. We work and raise families, care for our neighbors, and come together in good times and bad. At First Security, that local strength is what we love best about our home state. There is commitment here, and heart, and hope. Thank you to everyone who is standing together, learning from one another.
To start quarter number 4, Guy-Perkins with the basketball. The inbounds to Malone. Guy-Perkins down by 17. Greenbrier trying to keep their foot on the gas pedal. Kylie Carpenter with it for the Lady Thunderbirds now. Hands it off to Passmore. She starts to drive. Now she pulls it back out. Jerry with some tight defense in the corner, though, on her. Finds it down low to Strickland. Peyton Crum, nice defense. Strickland throws it up. Corker tipped it away and out of bounds. They had numbers. Hopper was there for a board. I think Corker might have thought it was the other team. Ely will inbounds, no for Guy-Perkins. Trying to find the inbounds. Has to get rid of it. She does to Malone. A nice save there from Artavia Malone. Lob down low to Strickland. Anaya Strickland off the glass, or rather off the rim, no good. Rebound from Crum out to JoJo Jerry. They get it to Griffin. She drives to the basket, off the glass, no good, but it's a foul. I believe that's going to be on Malone. That's her third foul.
Guys, I was thinking a second ago, this is kind of an interesting lineup whenever you had Michaela Betts in with a couple of other sophomores. You have that leadership in Michaela Betts, but I don't believe she's a senior. Is she a junior?
Betts is a junior, yeah.
Yeah, so you had the junior, and she was kind of the leader. So that little lineup that you saw there for a few minutes might be something to look for, not even just the rest of the season, but even next year.
And Skylar Griffin makes one of 2. She makes the back end of the second free throw there. And Artavia Malone brings it across for Guy-Perkins. Down by 18 with 7:14 to play. JoJo Jerry, nice defense to steal. Greenbrier's got numbers. Jerry tries to pass it off to Griffin, but nice defense from Malone. Griffin all alone, top of the key. She pulls the trigger, but Malone the rebound for Guy-Perkins. She brings it up. Outlet pass ahead to Passmore off the glass. And it's 48-32 on the make, on the fast break. Nice play there from Guy-Perkins.
Yeah, we got to turn that defense into points, though, because then they turn their defense into points. We got to turn ours into points.
And a 3 from Carly Reynolds on the right wing. The bank is open.
The bank is open, JB.
Hey, we'll take them any way you can get them. A nice job to knock it home. 51-32 as Malone kicks it over to Passmore. Passmore starts to drive on Jerry. Now she lobs it down low to Kylie Carpenter. Got the mismatch. Corker there on defense, but Carpenter gets the putback on her own miss, and it's 51-34. Kylie Griffin to bring it now across the timeline for Greenbrier. Top of the key. And there's a reach-in foul on Passmore. Alexis Passmore, that's her second foul. It's the 5th team foul, but it'll be 2 more fouls until they're in the bonus, so they'll inbound here on the sideline. And JoJo Jerry inbounds to Kylie Griffin. Back it goes to Jerry, left wing. She starts to drive, gives it off to Griffin. Euro step through the lane, off the glass, no good, but Kylie Carpenter the rebound. And Guy-Perkins will bring it up. Carpenter now slows it down, gives it over to Ely. Top of the key, she drives through the lane. Shot won't go, but she's going to be fouled.
I think we saw the exact same play occur on both sides of the ball. However, 2 different calls, a no call and then a foul. Just strange to me. Looked like the same play, just different calls.
51-34.
Just saying.
I like the look. I like the observance, man. I'm not able to look into it as much as you are, so I appreciate that.
And again, I'm not on the floor. You know, the refs might have seen.
Sure. Just calling it as you see it, Mike. 51-35 as Ely made the first free throw. Second free throw's up, and it finds the bottom of the net. 51-36 as Guy-Perkins has cut it to 15 with 5:57 to play in the basketball game. JoJo Jerry with a nice move. They give it over to Reynolds, but a nice steal there from Alsup, and now Kylie Carpenter with it for Guy-Perkins. She'll bring it up across the timeline. Kicks it over to Alsup. Lob down low to Nia Strickland. Off the glass. Basket counts. They're going to call a foul on Peyton Crum.
JB, we've got to get back to speeding them up. We're kind of playing slow defense, and here Coach goes. Coach is putting in 3 more starters to get them sped up again. We've got to control that pace again, JB. Have to.
Strickland got a chance for an and 1 here as 3 of the starters are coming back into the game. 4 players are going off the court. I'm not sure. Reynolds is going to stay. So Kylie Griffin, Carly Reynolds, Michaela Betts, Riley Myatt, and Alex Newland, the starting 5, will be back out there. Up by 13 is Ania Strickland, and an opportunity to complete the 3-point play. Free throws off the front of the rim, no good, but an offensive board, no, tipped away. Carly Reynolds, nice job, and then she throws it away to Strickland, and she went backcourt. Or they're going to call it travel. Either way, it's a turnover.
Although Newland is just a sophomore, that's a veteran move. She did not go to grab the ball because she might have gotten a foul or not even gotten the ball. She instead tipped it to her teammate. Very smart move.
She waited till Guy-Perkins got the rebound and then knocked it out. Great play. Lob down or feed down low to Newland here. Missed the shot, gets her own miss, and they're going to call a foul. It'll be the 6th team foul. Foul's on Kylie Carpenter. That's her first foul. It's the 6th team foul, so they'll need 1 more foul until they're in the bonus. Inbounds to Newland underneath, and she lays it in. 53-38, Carpenter looking to somebody to inbound. She finds Malone, though.
There's that half-court press, JP. There's that half-court press. See if we can utilize it.
Alsup with it now for Guy-Perkins. Myatt's out on her. Looking for a trap. They get it to Malone. Feeds it up. Free throw line extended to Carpenter. Drives through the lane. Big block from Carly Reynolds. Betts with the basketball now. 4:58 to play. Greenbrier up by 15.
Great block.
They kick it over to Myatt. Now it goes to Griffin. Griffin out high. Feeds it over to the right wing to Griffin. Back it goes, or to Reynolds. Back it goes to Griffin to Myatt. Down low feed to Newland. Kicks it out to Reynolds. Right corner 3. Betts off the rim, no good. A battle for the rebound. Malone comes out of there with it for Guy-Perkins. 4:30 to play. Guy-Perkins down by 15. They're going to need a lot of points in a hurry. Nice move. Ely to the basket. Shot won't go. Might have got away with a no call. Should have been a foul potentially, but Greenbrier gets the rebound. Betts drives ahead. Feeds it underneath. Nicely done to Newland, but Strickland gets back on defense and knocks it out of play. It'll be Greenbrier basketball on the baseline. 53-38 with 4:14 to play in the game. And Trinity Kusma will enter back into the game for the Lady Thunderbirds. Riley Myatt off the feed, thought about a 3, kicks it up to Reynolds, top of the key, 3 ball, no good, and Ania Strickland the rebound. Kicks it out to Jemiah Ely. She's starting to drive, wanting some numbers, so she didn't have it. She'll pull it back out. Gives it over to Alsup. Down low goes Strickland. Off the glass, got it to go. Might have got away with the travel. Inbounds comes away to Griffin, though. 53-40. Guy-Perkins cut it to 13. Michaela Betts with it out high over on the right wing. Back it goes, top of the key to Griffin. Left wing, Myatt. Thought about a pass. Defense there. That's also upon her. To Griffin. Out it goes Myatt. Swings it in the corner to Griffin. Tries to feed it down low to Newland. Battle for the basketball. Guy-Perkins out of there with it. Malone. And they're going to call a carry on Tartavia Malone. That's a turnover. A good double team there in the backcourt.
That quick trap always, it's always going to produce either a rushed pass or a turnover. Worst case scenario, they get it past the timeline and our other defenders pick her up. But that's best case scenario right there. Turnover. Forced mistake.
Kylie Griffin will inbound. Gets it to Myatt left wing, and that's going to be a double dribble.
It's a good call. She went to pass, and at the last second went to dribble.
She realized she didn't have the option there.
Yeah.
Nobody was open. Then she started to dribble again. Turnover, not what you want. Guy-Perkins will bring it up. Down by 13 with 3:21 to play. Still a lot of basketball left. And Malone picks up her dribble. Nice defense there, Griffin. Malone keeps it through the lane. Newland with a big block underneath. Myatt with the basketball. Greenbrier looking to push. Little jump step, though, and a 15-footer, no good. Nice rebound there from Hopper. And they're going to call a foul underneath, and that means free throws. That's Alsop with the foul on Paige Alsop. That's her first foul. The 7th team foul, though, so Ashton Hopper will head to the line. And a chance for a 1-on-1. Trying to make the front end here. First free throw's up from Hopper. Off the glass, no good. Newland, offensive board, though. She puts it back up and in. Greenbrier up by 15. And they come back to the half-court press. Malone trying to bring it up. She kicks it over to Alsop. Pulls up, left wing three, no good. A nice rebound, Kylie Griffin. Griffin looking to push. Drives coast to coast off the glass, and she gets the basket.
Ooh, a little crossover there.
57-40, nice play, Griffin. Now she's playing some tight defense. Griffin's a gritty player. Malone brings it up across the timeline, feeds it over to Kusmal. Out it goes to Alsop. Over now to Jemiah Ely. Right wing. Back it goes to Alsop. Tries to pass it up to Malone. Top of the key with 2:22 to play. Pass down low. Nice defense from Hopper, and Newland comes out of there with it. Betts ahead to Griffin through the lane. Shot's going to be, it's going to be blocked, but a foul. But guess who was there to get another rebound if it wasn't a foul? That was Ashton Hopper.
Yes, sir. Great defense there. Defense leading offense.
57-40 is Kylie Griffin back to the free throw line. First free throw's up, and she got it.
It's another thing, JB. We've been hitting our free throws. We have been hitting our free throws today, which is good.
18-point lead we have.
Yeah.
That's been a big, difference that we saw against Harrison. Harrison outshot us at the free throw line.
Yeah.
And it showed. Came down to it, and Harrison ended up running away. Second free throw's up. Kylie Griffin knocks it down. It's 59-40 with 2:12 to play in the game. Feed ahead to Ely. Malone out of play. That one right through the hands of Jemiah Ely. Might have been a forced pass there from Malone.
That trap forcing another one.
19-point game with 2:08 to play. And Kylie Griffin will bring it across the timeline for our Lady Panthers. Kicks it over in the right wing to Betts. Back up top of the key, Griffin. Over to Myatt. Swings it out. In the left corner, three there. No good. That was Callias. An offensive board, though. Little jumper there from Betts. No good. Malone the rebound this time. Passmore brings it ahead for Guy-Perkins. Still that half-court press. That ball is going to be knocked away, and it's going to be off of Passmore. Greenbrier forces another turnover with 1:40 to play. They're up by 19, and Guy-Perkins bringing in a whole slew of new players.
Man, JB, that trap has been nothing short of deadly. I mean, first half, second half, it seems like every time they go out of the trap, that's when Guy-Perkins makes a little bit of a run. As long as we're in the trap, we've controlled the pace of this game.
Izzy Carson will inbound for our Lady Panthers. Riley Kimball comes into the game as well. Peyton Crum is out there, and is Ali Callias. JoJo Jerry will get the inbounds with 1:36 to play. Greenbrier up by 19. Jerry gives it over to Kimball. Lost the dribble, has to give it back, gives it over to Jerry. Jerry now top of the key, starts to drive, feeds it to Crum. Off the glass, Peyton Crum with a nice finish. 61-40, and for Guy-Perkins, Rooney ahead. That was to A. Rooney. Over it goes now to G. Rooney. They'll give it over to Robinson. Back it goes to Rooney. She drives, shot up, no good. Peyton Crum the rebound, and that's going to be a foul. That means free throws. That's going to be on Knutson. Trinity Knutson commits the foul. That's her first of the game. Free throws coming for Peyton Crum now. With 1:02 to play, Mike, Greenbrier's up by 21. Safe to say they've probably got this one in the bag.
For sure, got the subs in there, just going to kind of run out the clock here.
But Peyton Crum misses the front end of the 1-and-1, and Guy-Perkins the rebound as Grace Rooney brings it up here for Guy-Perkins. Feeds it over in the corner to Boone, who's in the game. Boone back to Grace Rooney. And she throws it away. That's going to be backcourt. Guy-Perkins touches it. That's a turnover. 61-40 with 41 seconds to play in the basketball game.
Now, JB, if I'm Coach Edmondson here, I'm going to see which of my kind of bench players is here to play and is going to show up in these last few seconds and not just kind of roll over, Going to give it their all, even though they're up 21 with 30 seconds left. Going to push hard, play hard defense, go get boards like that,
Absolutely. As Jerry missed, but a nice offensive board from Kemble. Feed down low. Nice play, Peyton Crum. Tries to stay with it. It's going to be out of bounds off of Crum. Hey, that was a good battle for the ball, though. Crum's been, I think she's been on the bad end of some calls, perhaps on some fouls and stuff. And great hustle there all the way through. Just didn't get the call.
Yeah,
on the out-of-bounds plays. Grace Rooney with it for Guy-Perkins. Tip play out. That goes to Robinson. Shot up, no good. Out of play with 12 seconds to play in the basketball game. 61-40. Izzy Carson inbounds to JoJo Jerry. And they may just let the clock run out. Jerry brings it across, and that's going to do it. 61-40 as the clock just now hits 0. Greenbrier, Lady Panthers are 2-0 on the season. Guy-Perkins falls to 4-2. 61-40, our Lady Panthers win it. A great game throughout. Saw some rough patches perhaps, but good to see Coach Edmondson doing what he does, mixing up some stuff, bringing some starters back in to maintain and keep the lead, as well as giving some of your underclassmen an opportunity, or your lower classmen, to come in and make some plays.
For sure, JB, and as I said earlier, the only rough patches you saw were they came with a change of pace where we did not control the pace. As long as we controlled the pace during that game, we were dominant. And we controlled the pace by doing two things. Number one, we played slow and steady on offense, and I don't mean slow cuts and running slow. I mean taking your time and making good, smart passes instead of rushing the offense really fast, because that's how you get turnovers, which is exactly what we did to them on the defensive end. We rushed them. We put them in a trap. We scared them. We got their eyes going every direction, and we got them throwing bad passes. We had active hands. So we controlled the pace. As long as we controlled the pace, we dominated. And so I'd love to see them try and control the pace in their next game.
Tell you what, we're 9 minutes away from senior high basketball. This will be the first official game for our Greenbrier Panthers. Guy-Perkins coming into this matchup is 2-3. We're going to hit a break. When we come back, hopefully we'll have the girls' stats. We'll be able to go over that with you, and then we'll pregame for the guys' basketball game. Stay with us as we hit a break.
At American Safeguard Insurance, you get an actual human being just down the street to get advice on the confusing world of insurance. There's no need to shop around every time your insurance company tries to raise rates. You can relax and let us do it for you. Having a choice is a big deal, and when insurance companies compete, you save money. One of the most important benefits is we actually monitor your premium for rate increases. If we notice a rate increase, we reshop your premium to ensure the best rate. And when the time comes to use your insurance, and we hope it doesn't, you have a friend to help guide you during one of the most stressful times of your life. All your needs under one roof, from vehicle to life insurance, and everything in between. We protect it all.
Arkansans appreciate community. We work and raise families, care for our neighbors, and come together in good times and bad. At First Security, That local strength is what we love best about our home state. There is commitment here, and heart, and hope. Thank you to everyone who is standing together, learning from one another, and making Arkansas a place we all love to call home. We're proud to be your community bank.
For the best barbecue in town, look no further than Old Bart Southern Eats. With the wide variety of meats smoked perfectly, with one-of-a-kind sides and a sauce unlike any other, you will not want to miss out. Old Bart Southern Eats is located at 79 South Broadview, next to Walmart. Open Wednesday through Friday, 5 until sold out, and Saturday and Sunday, 3 until sold out. You better get there early because it will not last long. You can find us on Facebook at Old Bart Southern Eats.
Come into Steak and Shake for the original steak burger, steak burgers, and milkshakes. Yep, it's all right there in the name. Steak and Shake. Get them delivered.
Do you have damage to your roof from a wind or hailstorm? Vision Roofing leads the way in roof repair and installation. From the initial consultation to the last nail is in place, their customer service is exactly what you need to feel at ease. For a free inspection, call Robert Branscombe at 733-8790 or Chad Stevenson at 697-6606. At Vision Roofing, they have the vision to see you through. The Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network would like to thank our sponsors: American Safeguard Insurance, First Security Bank, Old Bart Southern Eats, Ricochet Outdoors, Swanky Southern Boutique and Salon, Chef Lynn, Greenbrier Pharmacy, DJ Vanaco, Remax Elite, Vision Roofing, the Children's Clinic of Greenbrier and Conway, Stage 2 Dance Center, Bleacher Bling, and Steak and Shake.
Well, Mike, we are back here, moments away from the senior high matchup. A minute 30 to to be precise. Just about set. Greenbrier's going to go with a little different look tonight. Their starters are going to be Nate Barentine, Bryce Webb, Thomas Kendall, Reese Jones, but Jack Runzik will get the start here on opening night. Jace Dunlap was the 5th starter in the benefit match against Harrison, which was actually a thriller. We were talking about that a little bit earlier, Mike. That did not feel like a benefit game heading into that at all. It was such a close game. Dunlap hit a free throw at the end to seal the deal in overtime. As the buzzer sounds here in Greenbrier, we welcome you to the PAV, and we are excited for the first tip, but for our Panthers, we just called the ladies game. For our Panthers here, the first game of the season against a Guy-Perkins team who comes into this matchup. Talk to Coach Guyton. They're struggling a little bit. They're 2-3. They're trying to find just kind of who they are as a team, trying to develop a little bit. It's going to be a fun night for our Panthers, hoping for a good night here in the opening matchup of the season. We're excited, getting closer and closer to the first tip and the starting lineups. And so we will actually go down to the court and let them introduce the starting lineups.
The starters for tonight's games. For Guy. Number 10, Passmore. 22, Ely. 2, Stubbs. 15, Strickland. And number 4, Dawson. And now the starters for the Greenbrier Panthers. Number 2, Nate Barentine. Number 5, Bryce Webb. 15, Thomas Kendall. 21, Reese Jones. And number 4, Jack Runzik.
And there you have it. There's the starting lineups. If you're just now joining us for our Panthers, it's Nate Barentine, Bryce Webb, Thomas Kendall, Reese Jones, and Jack Runzik. And for Guy-Perkins, they're going to go with Josiah Stubbs, Cameron Dawson, Aaron Passmore, Sebastian Ely, and then Gabe Strickland. Those are going to be the starting 5. Looks like Gabe Strickland and Thomas Kendall will be at center court to jump center as we are just about set for tip-off here in opening night for the Greenbrier basketball team, as the ref is near center court here, and we are just about ready to go. And the ball is in the air. Opening tip won by Strickland and Guy-Perkins, and Stubbs will bring it across the timeline for the Thunderbirds. Just underway here in the PAV. They give it over to Dawson. Dawson will hand it over to Sebastian Ely over on the right wing. Now it goes Strickland, pulls up, top of the key, 3, and he drains it. Nice shot, good defense, and a full court press for Guy-Perkins to start. Barentine gets it ahead to Runzik, and Greenbrier beats the press. Feeds it down low to Kendall, off the glass, no good. Reese Jones offensive board, and he puts it back up and in. Both teams score early on their first possessions, and it's 3-2. Stubbs brings it ahead, top of the key, 3 for Guy-Perkins. Josiah Stubbs buries it, and it's 6-2. Greenbrier beats the press again. Jones, nice Euro step through the lane, but he traveled.
I don't know about that one, JB. That seemed like 2 steps. Seemed like a clean Euro step. But, again, as I always say, ref's on the court. It's his job.
That's right. Stubbs brings it ahead for Guy-Perkins. He hands it off to Dawson. Dawson looking for a ball screen. He gets it out. Ball screen gets it out to Strickland. Over to Stubbs now, right corner. Now he brings it out. Bounce pass underneath to Strickland. Ball tipped away. Runzik fighting for it, and they're going to call a jump ball. And the possession arrow will go to Greenbrier because Guy-Perkins won the opening tip.
Great active hands-on defense. Get a hand in there, swipe the ball, and then jump on it.
Webb will inbound to Runzik. And Greenbrier, or rather Guy-Perkins out in a man-to-man in the half court. They give it over to Nate Barentine. Stubbs out on him. Gets a screen from Kendall. Barentine kicks it over to Runzik. Now over in the right wing. He drives, feeds it. Nice feed to Kendall underneath the basket, and he draws a foul. That one's on Passmore. Aaron Passmore, that's his first foul. And Thomas Kendall will go to the line.
I'd like to see us knock these down, kind of slow it down a little bit, get some free points here.
Guy-Perkins out early on 2 3-pointers. Kendall misses the front end here. He's got 2 free throws coming, but he missed the first one. It's 6-2. Trying to cut the lead in half here with 6:36 to play. Kendall, second free throw's up, and he got that one. And Greenbrier out. And a full court man, it looks like now. Well, it looks like more of a press. Stubbs will bring it out. Across the timeline, Barentine out on him, looking for a trap. Kendall came on the wrong side, though. Nice spin move from Stubbs. Barentine playing some tight defense, gets a screen out high. That was Ely with the screen. They give it over to Dawson. Screen again there from Ely. Good defense from Barentine. Through the lane, nice shot from Dawson off the glass, and it finds its way home. 8-3 is Guy-Perkins. 3 for 3. To start the game, Barentine tip play on that one, trying to save. They're going to have to get the ball across the timeline, and Mike Simmons will call a timeout. 8-3 here in quarter number 1, and Guy-Perkins has come out red hot from beyond the arc and really doing really well. Defensively, that full court press, Greenbrier struggled with.
Yeah, JB, they've controlled the pace so far. We cannot let them do that. We've got to get a good press break going here, and again, the key to a good press break is taking your time. While you do only have 10 seconds to get it past the half-court line, you still have to take your time. Take your time, pick your passes, and you need your teammates to get in between those defenders and find those holes. And if you do that, it's easy to break a press. It really is. If you're coordinated and if your teammates are moving around, getting in those holes, and you're just taking your time.
Sure. And I think that's the biggest issue is sometimes taking your time. You feel like you're hurried, and you make – and that's what the press is meant to do. As Bryce Whipp trying to inbound here, gets it to Runzik. Feed ahead to Barentine. Nice pass over to Jones. Got numbers. Download Kendall. Kicks it back out. Barentine, right wing 3, no good. Rebound chased down by Jack Runzik. Kicks it over Reese Jones. Down low it goes to Kendall. Nice save off the tip. Little 16-footer on the baseline, and he knocks it down. Nice shot from Kendall. And it's 8-5. Passmore brings it ahead for Guy-Perkins. Over it goes to Ely. Right corner 3, Stubbs off too strong, and Reese Jones the rebound. Jones brings it up. They're going to get a reach-in foul, though, on Dawson. That's his first foul of the night and the second team foul.
Silly foul there.
Dawson got a little over-aggressive, kind of reached in when there wasn't an alley, wasn't a lane to the basketball. Jack Runzik will bring it across the timeline. Guy-Perkins out of the full court press now. Runzik over to Barentine, gives it over to Reese Jones, right wing. Pass goes to Bryce Whipp, tipped away, stolen by Stubbs. Stubbs on the other end, didn't make the layup. Kendall comes from behind and knocks it away. Stubbs falls to the ground. He might have wanted to foul on that one. Kendall did a great job getting back on defense, though, and knocks it out of play. Josiah Stubbs to inbounds on the baseline for the Thunderbirds, though. He founds it up high to Aaron Passmore. Kicks it over, Stubbs, left lane down the baseline. Missed the layup, but it's going to be a block. That's on Reese Jones, I do believe.
Yeah, JB, and I hope the refs are watching for those travels. He did that little thing where he grabs the ball and he starts to move before he dribbles.
Like we saw Michaela Betts do last game.
They just weren't watching. They didn't see it. But I hope they continue to watch. That was a good call on the block, I think. Didn't really get set in time.
As the first free throw from Josiah Stubbs is up and good. Second free throw coming right here. Missed the second one. Nice rebound, Reese Jones, but they're going to say someone crashed the lane a little too early, and Josiah Stubbs will get a redo. Gotta wait till the ball's released, I believe. I think is the new high school rule before you can crash the lane. He released this one, and a costly mistake as Stubbs makes the second one. It's 10-5. Full court press back up for Guy-Perkins. Runzik trying to bring it across. He gets it to Kendall. Nice Euro step Jones, but he couldn't make the layup, and a rebound there for Strickland. Guy-Perkins up by 5. Between the leg dribble, little jump shot from the low block. Missed there from Strickland. Barentine the rebound. He brings it up quickly. Doesn't really have numbers, but he goes all the way through the lane. Nice finish. A nice touch from Barentine. Makes it look easy. He cuts the lead to 3, and it's 10-7 with 4:37 to play in the first quarter. Josiah Stubbs with the basketball now, top of the key. Low block feed to Passmore. He missed it, but Strickland's there for the rebound and the putback. And it's 12-7. Got to box out.
Yeah, you have to, JB.
Jones with it here, trying to break the press. They do. Barentine brings it over right wing. Cross-court feed to Runzik. Jump step, now he gives it over to Kendall. Back up top of the key, Barentine, and they'll start it all over. Webb, left wing, deep three, and he got it. That's a big shot. I think our scoreboard's messed up. It should be 12-10. But it should be in favor of Guy-Perkins. What in the world? They give it over to Passmore. Spin move in the lane, missed the shot, and a nice battle for the rebound. That's Runzik, the point guard down low, battling for the rebound. Kicks it over to Webb. Right corner three this time. He's feeling it, and he buries another one. I don't know what the score is. It says 14-10. It should be 17-10 now, but I don't think that's the score. Now it's 16-10. That was a 3 there. Goodness gracious. Josiah Stubbs, right wing 3, in and out, no good. And Barentine the rebound.
Great block out there.
Lead court pass to Webb. They got numbers. Nice feed. Kendall off the glass and in. That's what you like to see. This is more of Greenbrier basketball. Timeout, Coach Guyton, and we'll take the timeout with them. 3:12 to play in the first quarter. We'll be right back after word from our sponsors.
The Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network would like to thank our sponsors. The Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network would like to thank our sponsors. American Safeguard Insurance, First Security Bank, Old Bart, Southern Eats, Ricochet Outdoors, Swanky Southern Boutique and Salon, Chef Lynn, Greenbrier Pharmacy, DJ Vanaco, Remax Elite, Vision Roofing, the Children's Clinic of Greenbrier and Conway, Stage 2 Dance Center, Bleacher Bling, and Steak and Shake.
And we're back here out of the timeout. 15-12 is the corrected score. My man, Talon Newton had it right the whole time. Should have just looked over here at him. A lot of times we just try to trust the scoreboard, and really I should just trust Talon Newton every time. Trap over at the top of the key. That's Woodruff, and he throws it away. Looked for a feed, couldn't find it. 15-12 the score on the turnover, and Bryce Webb will inbound with 2:49 to play.
Looks like our strategy going into this next time is just going to be kind of a high trap in the half court. I like that.
Jack runs it out tie, goes to Webb to Reese Jones. Greenbrier still has their same 5, but Guy-Perkins has a couple of new faces. Webb, deep 3 again, right wing. That one's too strong. Battle for the rebound. Reese Jones diving for it. That's going to be a nice play. It's going to be a jump ball. Good call there. Alternating possessions will go to Guy-Perkins, though.
I mean, really, we'll take that possession. I mean, right now, Kendall is hot right now. Or, sorry, Webb is hot right now. So we'll take that shot, and then great hustle on the rebound.
B.J. Woodruff to bring it across for the Thunderbirds. Josiah Stubbs finds it up top of the key to Ely. I believe that's the younger brother of Sebastian Ely. That was Ashton Ely. And I believe their sister, Jemiah Ely, as well, played in the girls' team. Passmore gives it over to B.J. Woodruff. A screen out high. That was Sebastian Ely. Kicked out in the corner. That's Ashton Ely. Too strong, but Stubbs there for the offensive board. Jump step through the lane, off the glass, and he puts it in. It's 15-14. Nice play, Josiah Stubbs. Jack Runzik brings it across the timeline for Greenbrier. He drives to the lane, and he finishes with a right hand. 17-14, but Guy-Perkins up quickly. Stubbs with it. Thought about a 3. Faked his man in the air. Feeds it to Ashton Ely. Draws the contact, but he shoveled his feet, and that's a turnover. 17-14 with 1:37 to play in the first quarter as Jace Dunlap will enter the game, and Jack Runzik will take a seat. Dunlap brings it up across the timeline. Crossover dribble, gives it over to Reese Jones. Jones now drives through the lane. Shot's going to be blocked, though. Battle for the ball, and Woodruff comes out of there with it. Lead pass to Passmore, and he threw it out of bounds. A turnover in transition. That's B.J. Woodruff. That's his second turnover.
Hey, Jones comes out there, but, man, he's been on the floor 3 times now, and that's a good thing to see. Means he's hustling, he's diving after balls, and he's gotten the jump ball twice now, I think 2 out of 3 times. So Love to see the aggression. Love to see the hustle there from Reese Jones.
He's your playmaker for Greenbriers. Marcus Robinson inbounds to Jace Dunlap as Robinson, Damon Criswell, and Bryce Allison are in the game. Nate Barrentine's the lone starter. They get it to Barrentine. Right wing, he drives. Little floater through the lane. Damon Criswell hits the ground hard. No foul call, and that's going to be a jump ball. Guy-Perkins frustrated about that. They thought there should have been a foul call there. And quite honestly, I don't blame them.
Yeah, that's a bang-bang play there. You know, it's tough to call for a ref because there's a lot of things going on.
Sure.
I think it could have been a foul. I think it also could have been a couple other things.
Either way, it's out of bounds, or it's a jump ball. Alternating possession goes to Greenbrier. Looks like Dawson's going to check back into the game for Guy-Perkins, and B.J. Woodruff will take a seat. Jace Dunlap to inbounds with minute 5 to play. He's the trigger man. Greenbrier's up by 3. And Dunlap claps his hands. A nice inbounds to Criswell underneath, and he lays it up and in. 19-14 as Josiah Stubbs brings it across the timeline for Guy-Perkins. 19-14 the score. Dawson out of the corner, lobs it down low. That's to Strickland. Turnaround shot, no good, but there was a travel first, and that's a turnover.
JB, we got bailed out there. We've got to watch on that zone. They're sucking us up, and that back corner is wide open. They had an easy layup. They just missed it, so be watching out for that. We got lucky on that one, but watch out for it on the next possession down there.
Allison with the basketball here. Finds Dunlap, top of the key. Barrentine in the corner, drives the lane off the glass, missed it. Strickland a nice rebound. 32 seconds to play. Greenbrier up by 5. Strickland struggled to bring it across. Now he does. He pulls up in transition. Not a good look. Air ball. Criswell the rebound. Out to Marcus Robinson. Looking to break away. All the way to the lane. Missed the layup though and stops the rebound. Robinson back to play some good defense, though. Nicely done. Jump shot, free throw line extended from Stubbs. No good. Offensive board, drawing the contact. That's Strickland, and that's a foul. 19-14 with 10 seconds to go. Our scoreboard says 17-16, but I believe it's 19-14, guys.
And, JB, that is a shot we'll take all day, that jump shot. We will take it. We got to get the rebound, though.
Well, guys, you know, I want to see someone slow it down. I mean, there's only, 20 seconds left, and we're sprinting up and down the court. Just slow it down, let the clock roll, and then you don't have another team that's got an opportunity to score again.
Sure. There was a lane, though. He did have the open outlet to run it. Robinson just couldn't finish on the layup. But at least he found the open lane and got it. But I do, to your point, yeah. I mean, if it's not there, I think you pull it out and you try to hold for the final shot. Strickland missed the first free throw. Second free throw's up, got that one. 19-15 our score.
I don't know who's working the scoreboard, but they're not doing a very good job down there.
Dunlap, ball stolen with 5 seconds. Nice play, Ashton Ely. Behind the back dribble, little jump set, and he got it. And that is how the half's going to end. 19-17 should be our score. Man, they have the wrong score that time.
I have 19-18 at the end of the first quarter. So.
And we're going to head to a break as we get ready for the second quarter. Stay with it.
The Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network would like to thank our sponsors: American Safeguard Insurance, First Security Bank, Old Bart, Southern Eats, Ricochet Outdoors, Swanky Southern Boutique and Salon, Chef Lynn, Greenbrier Pharmacy, DJ Vanaco, Remax Elite, Vision Roofing, the Children's Clinic of Greenbrier and Conway, Stage 2 Dance Center, Bleacher Bling, and Steak and Shake.
And we're back here getting set to start quarter number 2. 19-18 is actually our score. It is tough. Between watching the scoreboard and then watching this score, it's tough to keep up with it. So, guys, we hope we'll get the end of the score right before it's all said and done.
Guys, just stop worrying. Watch me. Watch what I do because I know what I'm doing.
That's right. I'm going to watch you and you just tell me everything to say.
You write it down on cue cards.
That's right.
We'll read it.
Really, though, Talon's been over here. He's been the one holding us all together, and he's been more accurate than the scoreboard. And goodness, he's the glue guy up here.
Still a lot of controversy down there. You know, I just texted Coach up to ask if she was doing the score sheet down there to get a picture of it. She said, no, I'm trying to help with the clock, and it's not going well. So I'm like, oh, boy.
Well, they got it right now because they inbound to B.J. Woodruff into the game. Greenbrier got a different 5. Allison Robinson, Criswell, Barentine, and Dunlap out there. They feed it out to Dawson. Guy-Perkins with it here, down by a point after a quarter. Passmore trying to drive, feeds it off to Strickland. Nice play. Ely off the rim, no good, and Criswell the rebound. Jace Dunlap brings it up across the timeline, feeds it out in the corner to Marcus Robinson, and he shuffled his feet and he turns it over.
That was what I was talking about, JB. They, Guy-Perkins got away with one of those earlier, and they didn't see it, but sometimes your eyes are just in the wrong place as a referee, and he saw it that time.
Robinson got a little anxious, just shuffled his feet a little bit. As Greenbrier's out in the 3-2 zone, Robinson out on Ely. Ely starts to drive, kicks it over, corner 3, Woodruff, air ball, but a nice rebound. Passmore puts it up, no good. Battle for the board, nicely done. And Jace Dunlap out of there with it. That was a nice play from Allison. They feed it down to Criswell, and he threw it away.
Guys, the defense hasn't looked just awful. I think they could do a little bit better job on the rebounding aspect of things, but offense has just not been good.
It's been abysmal, Town, and on defense, we got to watch out our zone. The back keeps on getting sucked up, and thankfully, Guy-Perkins hasn't seen it a lot. They saw it on a play, I think a couple plays ago, but we got to watch out for that on the zone.
Dunlap on the other end, draw some contact, no good. Criswell knocks the ball out of bounds, though, and it will go to Guy-Perkins. Woodruff brings it across now for Guy-Perkins. They're down by 1. Neither team has scored here, and a minute and 15 is gone. Feed down low to Passmore. Shots up, no good. Battle for the rebound, and it's going to be a jump ball.
You know, is that what you were talking about earlier, JB? Is that little hole, not JB, Mike, is that little hole that was open there and they kind of just found it?
Exactly. In a zone like that, they have active hands. They're being eager to come and help, but that can sometimes mess you up because what happens is the backside gets sucked up, and it means if someone fills that hole and they see it and they pass to it, it's an easy bucket down low. So that's the danger of a zone, and we've kind of given that to him a couple times.
Barentine with a basketball, but he's done. Well, it's happened quite a few times tonight. Shuffled the feet, trying to take off with the ball before it got to him. That's his travel up top of the key on Barentine and gives the ball back to Guy-Perkins. 19-18, neither team scored, and a minute 40's gone in quarter number 2. Woodruff with it out high, nice spin move. He goes all the way to the lane, lays it up and in, and Guy-Perkins has got the lead. Coach Simmons wants a timeout, though, and we'll take the timeout with him. 2019, Guy-Perkins leads. We'll be right back.
The Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network would like to thank our sponsors: American Safeguard Insurance, First Security Bank, Hobart Southern Eats, Ricochet Outdoors, Swanky Southern Boutique and Salon, Chef Lynn, Greenbrier Pharmacy, DJ Vanaco Remax Elite, Vision Roofing, the Children's Clinic of Greenbrier and Conway, Stage 2 Dance Center, Bleacher Bling, and Steak and Shake.
.6:13 to play until halftime. Guy-Perkins, a 1-point lead over our Panthers. Coach Simmons didn't like what he saw. Greenbrier hadn't scored here in the second quarter at all. They're down by 1, Mike. What are some adjustments that need to happen?
Man, it's been careless offense. I think they've been sped up. They've been taking bad shots. They've just got to slow down, like I said at the beginning of the game, slow down and make smart passes and get wide open in rhythm shots. The 3-ball was there for them in the first quarter. I want to see them get back to a good in rhythm 3-ball game here.
Kendall, down low feed to Jones. Nicely done. Might have got held up there, but Jones with a nice finish, and Greenbrier regains the lead. B.J. Woodruff across the timeline for Guy-Perkins. They get it out to Cameron Dawson. Dawson goes to Strickland over on the right wing. Feed to Passmore, open lane down the baseline. They're going to get Reese Jones for a foul.
Good help defense there. Again, I can't see it. I thought it was a block, but I can't see it. I'm not on the floor.
That's right. That's Jones' second foul, so he's going to have to be careful. No one's going to the scorer's table to sub in, so Jones may be staying in as Passmore's first free throw's up and good, and we're tied at 21. Guy-Perkins only has 2 seniors on the squad, and none of them started. Second free throw's up, no good for Passmore, and a rebound for Jack Runzik. We're tied at 21. Runzik bringing it across the timeline. Gives it over to Reese Jones. Nice ball fake, but he shuffled his feet, and that's a turnover. That's something you got to adjust to.
I was going to say, I don't know if I've seen it called this much in a high school game, really. Yeah. I mean, they've called it an awfully lot. Both ways, too. Both ways. Not that I'm complaining about the calls. It's just there's a lot of them. And you think to that, it's the early season. You didn't have a full off season because of COVID. Gyms were closed down. You couldn't go play pickup ball, you know.
As Jack Runzik the rebound here, tied at 21. Damon Criswell drives the lane through the basket, no good. Tip play up in the air, and Guy-Perkins out of there with it. Ely on the other end, coast to coast, feed to Passmore, too strong. Runzik comes out of there with it. I got a point to make whenever the possession potentially ends and time slows down. Criswell down to Kendall, tips it out of play. It'll go to Guy-Perkins. Yeah, I was going to say the traveling call has been called a good little bit. That's something you gotta adjust to, guys. As the game goes on, you know they're calling it a lot. Gotta adjust to it. And I played baseball all growing up, a little bit in college as well. When a strike zone was not going your way, you gotta adjust to it, and that's the same thing here. Stubbs gets it out to Dawson. Over on the right wing, looks for a ball screen, feeds it down low. Can't find a shot, though. That's Sebastian Ely. Turnaround shot, and he knocks it home. Nice finish for Sebastian Ely. There's some athleticism in the Ely family. It's 23-21. Guy-Perkins the lead. They get it out high. Runzik. Little floater in the lane. He lays it in. We're tied at 23. Just trading buckets. Josiah Stubbs ahead for Guy-Perkins. Runzik out on him. Between the leg dribble. Gets a screen there from Ely. They get it out high to B.J. Woodruff. Criswell out on him. Greenbrier in a 2-3 zone now. Woodruff through the lane. Barreling through. And that's going to be a block.
Now, I don't know how they call that at the high school level. I've seen 22 with some rough drives here twice now, and I don't know if they call that a charge in high school, but that's twice.
Yeah, I agree with you, Mike. He just kind of
he's lowering his shoulder.
Tucked it and ran. Yeah.
He's done that twice where he's lowered his shoulder. Again, I don't know the rules there. The refs, there's 3 of them, and that's their job, but I don't know about that.
Runzik on the other end, finds Webb. Open 3 from the wing, too strong, out of play. It'll go to Guy-Perkins. We are tied at 23, guys, with 3:56 to play until halftime. Sebastian Ely gets it into Josiah Stubbs, and Jack Runzik out on him. Ely near the timeline, tries to drive. He leads it down low to Strickland. A nice block out of play by Bryce Webb. Strickland pointed to Stubbs. He said, if you put that a little bit higher, I'm there. Nice defense from Webb, though, to come over and give the help. Stubbs claps his hands as the trigger man. Got to inbound. Does so to Cameron Dawson. Finds it to Stubbs. Nice feed down low to Ely. Top of the key, Dawson. Thought about a drive. Kicks it off to Stubbs. Too strong. Ely one-hand rebound. Puts it back up and in. 25-23. Sebastian Ely with some big offensive boards and some second chance points down low.
Yeah, he's a big kid. We got to block him out.
Over to Barentine, to Webb now, right wing. Gives it over Thomas Kendall, top of the key. Looking to hand it off, picks up his dribble. Gonna have to get rid of it. Throws a dangerous pass over to Webb. Now to Runzik, top of the key. Over to Webb, right corner. Back it goes, top of the key, Runzik. Reese Jones, left wing, pulls the trigger on a 3, and he drains it. And Greenbrier's got the lead back. It's 26-25 as B.J. Woodruff whiffed the basketball. They give it over to Dawson, to Stubbs, through the lane. Throws it up off the glass, no good. And Reese Jones the rebound. Greenbrier's up by 1. Jones through the lane, Euro step, and a big block there by Woodruff, or by Strickland rather. Gabe Strickland, Stubbs, shot, no good. Rebound by Strickland, and he puts it up and in. Gabe with a big block on one end and a nice finish on the other. Guy-Perkins is up by 1, 27-26. I'm going to be honest with you, as they stop play, Gabe Strickland, big play. Get a huge block on one end and then goes and follows Stubbs, who kind of barreled a little bit out of control, lost the handle, and Strickland with a nice cleanup play, finish strong at the basket as Guy-Perkins is up 27-26. I'm following my man Talon right now. They had the scoreboard as a different score.
They had the clock wrong this time, and I was letting it run down to get to where they were. And they had the score.
But hey, you were right, Talon. We're rolling with you. Jack Runzik will get the inbounds now. Greenbrier's down by 1 on the nice play from Strickland. Kendall has it. Out high to Jones. Over. Right wing, Runzik. 3-ball, too strong, and B.J. Woodruff the rebound for the Thunderbirds. He brings it across the timeline. Tries to throw it. Nearly hit one of the fans. Nearly hit Sydney Dunlap.
Yeah, Sydney Dunlap down there.
Over the stands. She's a good volleyball player. She probably would have dug that had it been a volleyball.
She would have put a little mustard on it. As
That's right.
Likes to
well,
say
she's good at it. Oh, man, we have some fun up here. 2:07 to play until halftime. Greenbrier's down by 1, though. Going to have to figure something out. Bryce Webb feeds it. Jones. Big block by Strickland, but he got a little bit of the hand as well. And Reese Jones is headed to the free throw line. That's the second foul on Gabe Strickland.
It's a good call, JB. Got him full on the head after. I mean, he hit the ball, but then he just slapped him in the head afterwards. You know.
I was going to say I thought it was a good call. I didn't see anything from my. I mean, I didn't see it. Like, I didn't see the foul. I thought it was all ball, personally.
Yeah, I from my angle, I could see him make some contact with the head. So
I'm also not wearing my glasses either. Since I'm just close up in front of the computers here.
Reese Jones knocks down the first free throw. Second one coming here. Up and good. Greenbriers regain the lead, 28-27 with 2 minutes to play until halftime, and Josiah Stubbs brings it across the timeline for the Thunderbirds. Jack Runzik out on him. Playing a little bit more tight defense here. Tries to feed it down low. Ely wasn't ready for it. Stubbs throws it away.
Yeah, they just haven't been passing well tonight.
And Bryce Webb to inbound for Greenbrier. Jack Runzik, the point guard. And Runzik will bring it across now as he gets the inbounds. Across the timeline, Passmore out on him on the defensive side. Runzik blows past him to the lane. Nice finish. He rolled all the way to the basket. Finger roll and a nice finish as Greenbrier's up by 3. Out again in that 2-3 zone. Guy-Perkins going to have to shoot him out of it. Woodruff might have got away with the carry. They get it over to Gabe Strickland. He's been big for the Thunderbirds. Feeds it down low. Passmore tipped it over to Stubbs. Nice save from Passmore. Stubbs trying to hold it himself for some isolation. Runs the defense. Gets a screen now from Strickland. Stubbs trying to run the offense, but Greenbrier playing a tight defense. Runs it out on him. They feed it down low. Sebastian Ely. Jones playing tight defense. Kicks it up. Tipped away. Stolen by Barentine. He goes coast to coast, and he lays it up. No good. Reese Jones battle for the board. Out of play, though. It'll go to the Thunderbirds. Nice play from Barentine, just couldn't finish.
Rare miss from Barentine. He hits those layups a lot. He's got a lot of fancy, good-looking layups, and just rare miss there. Good defense.
Nate Barentine doesn't miss a whole lot on a fast break. Had a lot of hands in his face. Like to see him finish that, though. Greenbrier's up by 3 with 53 seconds to play until halftime, and Josiah Stubbs brings it ahead for Guy-Perkins. They get it to B.J. Woodruff. Looks for a screen out high. Instead, he'll give it over to Passmore. And that's going to be a foul on Nate Barentine. He got beat around the edge, trying to grab a little bit. That's Barentine's first foul. And the 5th team foul. They get it in quickly. Strickland thought about driving, got rid of it, gives it over to Woodruff, out to Josiah Stubbs, left wing. Top of the key, Sebastian Ely. He pulls the trigger. A little too strong, battle for the board. Greenbrier comes out of there with it. Barentine taking it himself, top of the key. Gives it over to Criswell, left wing 3, no good. Kendall trying to get the rebound, but there's going to be a foul on Greenbrier, 6th team foul. That's on Kendall. That's his first foul.
The ref saw a little push off there, I guess, but would like to see Kendall grab that rebound, though.
19 seconds to play until halftime. Guy-Perkins most likely will hold for the final shot, down by 3. The best they can do is tie it with a 3 unless they were fouled and made it. We'll see what they're going to do here. Stubbs picks up his dribble, gives it off B.J. Woodruff. 8 seconds to play in the half. Strickland backs his man in. Little turnaround shot, and he buries it. 30-29, 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1. Criswell's going to have to get it off. Shot is short. Won't matter if he got it off in time or not. But Guy-Perkins is hanging with Greenbrier. It's 30-29 as we head to the halftime break. Stay with us.
At American Safeguard Insurance, you get an actual human being just down the street to get advice on the confusing world of insurance. There's no need to shop around every time your insurance company tries to raise rates. You can relax and let us do it for you. Having a choice is a big deal, and when insurance companies compete, you save money. One of the most important benefits is we actually monitor your premium for rate increases. If we notice a rate increase, we reshop your premium to ensure the best rate. And when the time comes to use your insurance, and we hope it doesn't, you have a friend to help guide you during one of the most stressful times of your life. All your needs under one roof, from vehicle to life insurance, and everything in between. We protect it all.
Arkansans appreciate community. We work and raise families, care for our neighbors, and come together in good times and bad. At First Security, that local strength is what we love best about our home state. There is commitment here, and heart, and hope. Thank you to everyone who is standing together, learning from one another, and making Arkansas a place we all love to call home. We're proud to be your community bank.
For the best barbecue in town, look no further than Old Bart Southern Eats. With the wide variety of meats smoked perfectly, with one-of-a-kind sides and a sauce unlike any other, you will not want to miss out. Old Bart Southern Eats is located at 79 South Broadview, next to Walmart. Open Wednesday through Friday, 5 until sold out, and Saturday and Sunday, 3 until sold out. You better get there early because it will not last long. You can find us on Facebook at Old Bart Southern Eats.
Come into Steak and Shake for the original steak burger, steak burgers, and milkshakes. Yep, it's all right there in the name. Steak and Shake. Get them delivered.
Do you have damage to your roof from a wind or hailstorm? Vision Roofing leads the way in roof repair and installation. From the initial consultation to the last nail is in place, their customer service is exactly what you need to feel at ease. For a free inspection, call Robert Branscombe at 733-8790 or Chad Stevenson at 697-6606. At Vision Roofing, they have the vision to see you through. The Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network would like to thank our sponsors: American Safeguard Insurance, First Security Bank, Old Bart Southern Eats, Ricochet Outdoors, Swanky Southern Boutique and Salon, Chef Lynn, Greenbrier Pharmacy, DJ Vanaco, Remax Elite, Vision Roofing, the Children's Clinic of Greenbrier and Conway, Stage 2 Dance Center, Bleacher Bling, and Steak and Shake.
You're listening to the Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network on Town Newton. Alongside me right now is Michaela Betts. Michaela, how you doing?
I'm good.
You feeling pretty good? You got a big win?
Yes.
Yeah, that's exciting. So, last night we didn't cover the game, weren't able to make the drive. So why don't you just tell us first about what happened last night?
We had a big win last night at Harding Academy, and I felt like we played really well together. We played fast, and we pushed the tempo, which helped get us ahead early, and we really took advantage of their pressure and made driving gaps and everything. So it was a big win last night. And then I think that we did the same thing tonight. We built off that win, and it brought our momentum here. And I think that helped us win tonight, too.
You kind of walked into the game with a little bit of confidence,
Yeah.
right? You're like, we've secured a win.
Yeah.
It feels good. Like, we can do this, you know?
Mhm.
Yeah, absolutely. So tonight you had a big three at one point in the game. So why don't you
Yeah.
tell us about that? How are you feeling? What was going through your mind there?
Ashton Hopper had a big play down there in the corner, and it was a turnover. And I just remember Kylie getting it to me, and I looked up, and there was, I think 4 seconds on the clock. And I was like, it's catch and turn around and shoot. And I was so far out, and I just let it go. And I didn't even know it was going to go in. I was like,
Is that the furthest
wow.
shot you've ever made?
Probably so. I was about at the logo, and I was like, well.
We have Steph Curry over here, everybody. So that's pretty exciting to see that go in. And that was going into halftime, was it not? Okay.
Yes.
I wasn't. We had a lot of technical stuff going on up here. I was trying to fix the entire game, so I didn't get to watch everything.
Yeah.
From what I could hear JB and Mike saying, it was a solid game. Y'all
Yes.
looked pretty fundamentally sound, and it was just a good overall game.
Yeah, we played really well together, and I think coming off of last night obviously helped a lot, and I think that we're only going to get better from here, and just our defense continues to get better every game, and our offense is always working hard together. So I think that we have a really good season coming up.
Yeah, and that was one thing I noticed at one point. I felt that a lot of the seniors, there weren't very many on the floor. I think Ashton Hopper might have been the only one in the rotation, and you kind of seemed to be that leader amongst that group, and I was like, everyone at home, y'all need to watch this. Like, this is kind of what the future is going to look like. I know we're thinking about this year, but down the future, like, this might be a lineup you see again. So as being a leader just for a few minutes, kind of what was your feeling there?
Well, it was different since I haven't ran the point since my freshman year. But I felt confident going into it. I know the plays inside and out, so I felt like I could kind of control the offense and help everybody stay under control.
Absolutely. Michaela, thank you for joining us. We're going to get to Coach Edmondson next.
Thank you.
Wow, we have Coach Edmondson with us. Coach Edmondson, our camera's way over there, smiling away. So, how you feeling? Big win.
Yeah, I feel really good. We've had two really good games here back to back. Last night at Harding Academy and tonight with Guy. And we're putting up some points. Our defense has been good. There's some things that obviously you want to fix. I think the rebounding is a spot that we can get better at. But anytime you get 2 wins in a row like that, you feel good about it. So.
Yeah, absolutely. That was something that Michaela and I talked about is y'all won last night, and that kind of gave you a little bit of a confidence. She felt that really kind of rolled into tonight's game, feeling like, hey, we got a little bit of confidence. We can win a game. Like, it's possible. We can win. And so you just kind of get a little bit of a clarity in your mind, and then you come into the game and you have that confidence.
Right. Last night we shot the ball about as good as we could. We hit 11 threes. Our defense is probably the best it's looked. And, tonight, I think our legs were kind of an issue just because, playing back-to-back nights. And, I feel like we were a step slow on some areas. But, we jumped out to a big lead, and we were able to rotate in a lot of people. And, we held on to it, and we did a lot of good things. So.
Yeah, absolutely, Coach. It was an exciting one for me to listen to. There's, like I said to Michaela, there's a lot of technical stuff going on up here, so I didn't get to watch a lot of the game. And I don't even really remember Michaela's shot. But how are you feeling about that? Did you just feel like maybe the team is clicking, like we just kind of have it going right now?
Well, it was a great hustle play just to start off. Like Ashton Hopper chased it down and got the tip and got us a steal late with the clock. And, we did a great job of pitching it ahead and getting Michaela a look there late at the buzzer, and she knocked it down. So it was just a good team play, good hustle play all the way around, and it was a good way just to kind of end that first quarter with some momentum.
So, Coach, you're going on the road Thursday to Heber Springs, if I'm correct here.
Yes.
So, what's to look forward to in that game? What's to fix? You have an off day, so you get to rest up a little bit. I know y'all are probably a little excited about that. So, what's the first thing that you want to get into practice and fix tomorrow?
Right. You want to get your legs back underneath you. You want to kind of take it not easy, but not as tough as 2 games back to back would be. And tomorrow will be a big game plan day getting ready for Heber Springs. They're going to throw a lot of pressure at you. So Thursday, it's going to be about taking care of the basketball. If we can keep shooting like we're doing, keep guarding like we're doing, and keep having people step up, off the bench and play these key minutes, then, I feel pretty good about it. But, Heber's going to be a good basketball team, so it's going to be another good test. So.
Yeah, Coach, I saw at one point during the game, JoJo Jerry maybe came up really quick and made a quick pass, and it kind of got maybe tipped or just went out of bounds, and it was a turnover. And I feel like those are little things. I remember you saying down there, it's okay. Let's just take it easy a little bit. So I feel like those are little things with, like, the sophomores, which there are a lot of sophomores, a lot of juniors that you could probably, like, hey, we can take our time here. We don't have to rush anything.
Right. And getting that experience, against somebody else. We can play each other and set up those scenarios and practice all we want to, but once the lights come on and once you see somebody else in a different jersey, it's just a different feel. And so getting those, underclassmen some valuable minutes here, especially early in the season, I think it's going to pay off for us down the road.
Yeah, absolutely. I saw Peyton Crum come in there, and she played a lot of minutes. And she was in volleyball. She was big for the volleyball team. And so it's kind of exciting to get to see her. And like you said in our first interview that we did, is you had those girls like Alex Newland who were playing in the state tournament one week, and then the next week they were in a completely different sport.
Right.
And so it's like it's a big move. Do you feel like you're kind of feeling a little bit of that lag with some of those players that are still making that transition over?
You know, you can kind of tell in some areas. You know, Alex is such a good offensive player inside. And I think she had a big night tonight, and you can tell she's getting more confident the longer she's out there. And the more experience we get, and getting Peyton Crum those good minutes. JoJo was a volleyball player.
Yeah.
And all that stuff. And so, getting these girls minutes and getting them used to, what high school basketball really is. Crum and JoJo Jerry, they were playing junior high last year. And so, they've been getting some valuable minutes here, and they've done well with it. So.
Well, Coach, thank you for the interview. We'll see you Thursday night as y'all head to Heber Springs. So good luck in that one, and we'll talk to you later.
I appreciate it, man. Thanks.
Yep.
That was Coach Edmondson here as Guy-Perkins to start the second half with a 3-ball. They regain lead 32-30. We also got to talk to Michaela Betts, our player of the game. Nice feed, reverse layup. That was a nice play there. Jack Runzik through the lane. We're tied at 32. And Josiah Stubbs will bring it across the timeline for the Thunderbirds. Gets a screen out high from Sebastian Ely. Picks up his dribble, gives it to Strickland, and Strickland threw it away. Jones jumped the route, found the ball, kicks it out. Webb, transition 3, no good. But Nate Barentine, offensive board, and he puts it back up and in. It's Barentine, baby. Yeah, nice play.
I was wondering when that was coming out, JB.
Well, Barentine's going to have to do something really electric. That was a small thing. The bigger threes he hits, the louder I get. Running a 3-2 zone again. They switch it out high. Strickland, lefty, shoots a 3. A little too strong. Out of play. Strickland trying to chase down his rebound, but it's out of play. 34-32. Greenbrier the lead by 2.
Yeah, JB, they're trying to shoot us out of the zone, and they were almost successful twice in a row there. I thought that ball was going to go in there, but they're just trying to shoot us out of our 2-3, kind of a high 2-3 zone.
Jack Runzik brings it across the timeline, feeds it to Barentine through the lane, draws the contact. Couldn't get the foul up. That was a nice foul really there. Josiah Stubbs did a good job. He took away the easy basket. It's his first foul. They're going to say it was on the floor, so it'll be an inbound on the baseline. And Runzik will inbound. He'll be the trigger man. Gonna have to get it again. Gives it Jones. 18-footer left wing. Little too strong. Battle for the board. Nate Barentine out of there with it. To Runzik. Jump step through the lane, and he knocks it down. Greenbrier's up by 4, 36-32, as Cameron Dawson brings it across the timeline for the Thunderbirds. Almost a carry. Gets it out to Passmore. Tries to feed it down low, but he throws it off the leg of Reese Jones out of play. And the Thunderbirds will maintain possession. 6:05 to play in quarter number 3. Greenbrier's up by 4. Stubbs is the trigger man. Claps his hand, trying to inbound now. Lobs it down for Strickland. Webb's out on him. Strickland backs his man in, throws up the shot, got it to go, and a foul. And Gabe Strickland, he's been big down low for Guy-Perkins. That's where Greenbrier's going to struggle a little bit, is down on the low block. Strickland drew the contact, got the foul. He's got a chance to complete the three-point play.
I thought they stayed straight up there, JB.
Free throws up, and he got it. 36-35, he completes the three-point play. And Jack Runzik will bring it up now across the timeline, gives it over to Bryce Webb. Webb, over it goes to Runzik. Thought about driving. He's over in the right corner now, brings it out. Hands it off to, he thought about a handoff, keeps it, gives it to Jones, top of the key to Kendall. Turnaround jumper, basket, counts, and the foul.
That's what we call, wait for it, Kobe right there. That's fade away. That was beautiful. That was beautiful.
Kendall's got a chance for the three-point play. Fouls on Cameron Dawson. That's his second foul. And Kendall trying to complete the three-point play just like Gabe Strickland did on the other end. Free throws up, in and out, no good. And Strickland the board, lost the handle, battle for the ball. And let's see the call. Going to be a jump ball.
Man, how about Reese Jones again on the floor in a good way, jumping for those balls. That is not, I mean, they have pure possession of that ball, and he goes after it and gets that jump ball. Love it.
38-35, possession arrow goes to Greenbrier, so they'll keep it. Feed down low to Kendall, but a steal by Strickland. They get it out, Cameron Dawson. Lead court pass to Stubbs to the lane. The basket goes. And Bryce Webb will bring it up, 38-37. Greenbrier's up by 1. Runzig will hand it off, or they'll hand it off to Runzig, rather, across the timeline. Crossover dribble, nearly stolen, loses the handle. Strickland out of there with it. Loose ball again. Barentine slides to save. Out of bounds. Let's see the call. It's going to be off of Cameron Dawson. Oh, they're going to give it. No, they're going to give it to. He pointed towards the basketball. That's what he did.
Yeah, I was confused there, but it definitely hit off of them. That's for sure.
And Bryce Webb will inbound for our Panthers. Up by 1 with 5:13 to play in the third quarter. Jack Runzig will bring it across the timeline. Looking for a ball screen out high. Now he drives, kicks it in the corners, tipped away by Stubbs. Out of play, it'll stay with Greenbrier. Active hands there from Guy-Perkins.
Yes, sir, active hands, quick active hands.
Josiah Stubbs has been big on the defensive end, as has Gabe Strickland. And Bryce Webb to inbounds for our Panthers. He gets it in to Jack Runzig over on the top of the key now. Gives it over to Jones. Jones thought about a handoff, fakes it through the lane, can't make the shot. Kendall offensive board, and his shot's blocked by Strickland. Runzig with it now, top of the key. Barentine, 3-ball off the front of the rim, no good, but battle for the rebound. Kendall's got it. Another second chance opportunity.
Good call.
But Kendall, or rather Jack Runzig, took off.
Yeah, great. I mean, first of all, we have to acknowledge Kendall. Great offensive rebounds and giving him second shots there. But, yeah, Runzig, he just looked. You know, he looked before he dribbled. He went before he dribbled. You know, he started doing a move first, and that'll get you every time.
38-37 with 4:41 to play in the third quarter. The turnover gives Guy-Perkins the ball, and Sebastian Ely gets the screen out high. Stubbs picks up his dribble, gives it off to Strickland. Thought about a shot, kicks it in the corner. Aaron Passmore 3, no good, but a foul. It's going to be on Greenbrier. It's Thomas Kendall. That's his third foul. They get it out to Stubbs on the inbounds. 3-ball corner, no good. Rattles around. Kendall pulls down the board. Jack Runzig with it now. Drives the floor, top of the key. Drives through the lane. Turnaround jump shot blocked by Strickland, but he keeps it. They get it to Webb. Out to Barentine. 3-ball, top of the key. And he drains it. What time is it, boys?
Barentine.
It's Barentine. Big shot. Greenbrier's up by 4. They got it, Josiah Stubbs. Top of the key. Barentine's out on him. Gets a screen from Strickland. Stubbs picked up his dribble, gives it up out high to B.J. Woodruff. Greenbrier's up by 4. A screen there from Ely. Tries to go through the lane, lost the basketball, got it back, feeds it to Passmore, lays it up and in, and Guy-Perkins has cut the lead to 2.
Our zone's looking a little undisciplined on that backside again. You know, Reese just kind of put his hands down and wasn't ready for that backdoor pass.
41-39. Runzig gets it across the timeline, kicks it out to Webb. Ball fake. Now he gives it to Runzig. Through the lane. Ball tipped out right to Reese Jones. Left wing 3. Too short. Strickland pulls down the board. He brings it up across the timeline. Through the lane. Barreling through. And that's a charge. He ran right over Barentine. Barentine could play some defense, man. Gets in the lane. Draws the contact. That's a selfless player.
That's a good call.
Foul was on Gabe Strickland. That's his third foul. He's a big player down low for Guy-Perkins. You getting a little bit of foul trouble.
Yeah, he's got a lot of blocks for them. He's sending a lot of our shots away. So if he gets in foul trouble, that's good for us.
Nate Barentine brings it up for our Panthers. Up by 2 with 3:12 to play in the third quarter, and Stubbs steals it. Guy-Perkins going the other way. Stubbs, little 15-footer in transition, no good. Strickland battle for the board. Shots up, no good. And a foul there on Bryce Allison, who entered the game.
Can't let him go to the free throw line there. We had a lot of guys down low. Just got to stay straight up. Cannot let them get to the line there because they were outnumbered.
Strickland got a chance. He'll get 2 free throws. He battled for that rebound. He's been big for Guy-Perkins on both sides of the floor.
He has been.
Free throws up, and he buries the first one. Cuts the lead to 1 with 3:02 to play in the third quarter as Ashton Ely subs into the game now for the Thunderbirds, and Aaron Passmore will take a seat. Strickland, the second free throw coming here. Takes a deep breath. Free throws up, got them both. 41-41. Gabe Strickland knocks down both free throws, and Jace Dunlap will bring it ahead for our Panthers. The clock didn't ever start, now it goes. 3 minutes to play, tied at 41. Jace Dunlap kicks it out. Right wing, Bryce Webb, three ball, no good, little too strong, battle for the board, Stubbs out of there with it. Guy-Perkins looking to run, Stubbs, right wing, crossover dribble, top of the key, it'll be a 20-footer, no good, and they're gonna call, wow, they're gonna call Barentine. That's his second foul. I thought he had a block out.
Yeah.
So it got underneath him, it looked like. When Strickland was in the air, he left his feet, and Barentine tried to cut it underneath him. It's the right call. They get it to B.J. Strickland here on the inbounds. He's top of the key. Big three, and Strickland pulled the trigger, and he drains it. The Thunderbirds are up by 3 with 2:32 to play in the third quarter. Jace Dunlap bring it across. 44-41. They give it over to Barentine. Barentine to Bryce Webb. Reese Jones out high. Over to Barentine. Left wing for the tie. Three ball no good, but Stubbs fouled him.
Man, JB, we needed that. We need to get to the line and get some free shots here. Get us back in rhythm.
That's the foul on Josiah Stubbs. That's his second foul, and Nate Barentine goes to the charity stripe for 3 free throws. And Guy-Perkins, they left alone. They got to fill somebody down the low block. They got to at least have someone down there, and they will. Ashton Ely will fill it. Nate Barentine, 3 free throws coming. And the first one's up off the side of the rim, hits the backboard, and falls off. So he misses the first free throw. 2 more coming here. Is Damon Criswell at the scorer's table getting ready to check in. Barentine missed the second free throw, and he'll have one more with an opportunity to cut the lead to 2. Bryce Webb will take a seat. Damon Criswell coming into the game for our Panthers. Barentine needs to hit the third one. There's no question. Can't go 0 for 3 at the line. Gets the third one and cuts the lead to 2. Josiah Stubbs will get the inbounds now for Guy-Perkins with 2:14 to play in the third quarter. He brings it across the timeline. Dunlap out on him. They give it over to B.J. Woodruff. He had a big 3 earlier. Just a moment ago, pulls the trigger again, right wing. Might have been a little selfish, but Stubbs the board, but he traveled with the basketball. I will be honest with you, that was a nice finish from Stubbs if he hadn't traveled.
Yeah, well, what he did was he did a jump step, but on a jump step, both feet have got to land at the same time. He did one of those, and a 1-2 jump step, which makes it 3 steps total. That's a good call.
Barentine over. They give it to Reese Jones, and they're going to call a moving screen. It's on Allison.
Possibly a bit of a makeup call. I'm not going to make any judgments there, but could have been for sure.
Yeah, it was actually on Jace Dunlap. That's his first foul. It's a player control foul. The 15th foul for Greenbrier, and Josiah Stubbs will get the inbounds for Guy-Perkins, up by 2 with 1:47 to go. Stubbs brings it across the timeline, gives it over to Woodruff. Top of the key, goes over now to Strickland. Backs his man in near the low block. Shots up, too short, battle for the board. Guy-Perkins out of there with it. Over to Sebastian Ely, and they're going to call a foul. That's on Barentine. That's his 3rd foul. The 6th team foul.
Yeah, JB, if we can force more of those shots, then we will take them. But, yeah, that was definitely a good call on the foul. Reached in there, got a lot of arm.
Got to get the rebound. Second chance opportunities will kill you every time. Stubbs, the trigger man, got to get it in. Hurley, he'll just lob it up for Gabe Strickland. Criswell's out on him. Strickland starts to dribble, gives it over to Ashton Ely. Now he hands it off to B.J. Woodruff. Top of the key now. Feeds it over to Ely on the right wing. Thought about driving. Gives it up to B.J. Woodruff. Left corner, Stubbs. Drives baseline through the lane. Basket counts, and he's going to the line.
A really nice drive, really nice finish, too. Great move to get around the defender.
Foul was on Jace Dunlap, and Josiah Stubbs will have an opportunity at a 3-point play here. Guy-Perkins up 46-42 with 1:10 to play in the third quarter. Stubbs completes the three-point play, buries the free throw, and it's 47-42. Jace Dunlap to bring it ahead for Greenbrier, and Guy-Perkins playing a full court point guard man, and Stubbs reached in and fouled him. Might have caught a break. Stubbs reached in, and Barentine was tripped up there. They're going to call the foul every time, but I don't think they call the foul if Barentine doesn't fall over.
For sure.
That's Stubbs' third foul, and Damon Criswell will inbound. Stubbs is going to have to take a seat, and Aaron Passmore comes into the game for the Thunderbirds. Damon Criswell to inbound. And he'll inbound to Barentine. Over top of the key to Bryce Allison. Reese Jones now. Barentine left wing, finds Allison, low block. Pump fake, drives the baseline. They're going to call a block, though. That's on Sebastian Ely. It's just the fifth team foul, though, and so Greenbrier will inbound on the baseline. That's the first foul on Sebastian Ely.
Yeah, it's a good call. You got to give the offensive player his space. You got to give the defensive player space. That's why you get charges and blocks.
(47-42). Greenbrier down by 5, and Jace Dunlap will be the trigger man. Inbound, he goes to Allison, top of the key to Barentine. Passes it over, left wing Dunlap, pulls the three, little too strong, battle for the board, Passmore's out of there with it. Guy-Perkins up by 5 with the basketball. They kick it over, Ashton Ely, deep three, right wing, no good, and Jace Dunlap out of there, the rebound, looking to push. Barentine on the other end, through the lane, nice finish. Got a lot of contact, but no foul. And it's 47-44 as Gabe Strickland brings it across the timeline. All the way, spin move through the lane. Dunlap fouled him, and he made the basket. If you're Dunlap there, he just tried to get a little bit of reach in, try to knock the ball away, but got a lot of arm. The clock's continuing to run. (49-44). And gave Strickland an opportunity to complete a three-point play. Free throws up, and he completes it. 50-44. Greenbrier's down by 6 with 26 seconds to play in the third quarter, and Jack Runzik will bring it across the timeline. They give it over to Damon Criswell, right wing. Greenbrier holding potentially for the final shot. Barentine over to Runzik. Kicks it over left wing. It goes Reese Jones. Barentine top of the key. Thought about a three. Gives it over to Criswell. Criswell looking for a ball screen. Now they double team. They get it to Runzik. 4 seconds. 3 to shoot. Through the lane. Runzik floater. No good. On the rebound there is Gabe Strickland. And that is how third quarter will end. 50-44 as 3 quarters of basketball are in the books. We'll hit a break, and when we come back, the fourth quarter.
The Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network would like to thank our sponsors: American Safeguard Insurance, First Security Bank, Hobart Southern Eats, Ricochet Outdoors, Swanky Southern Boutique and Salon, Chef Lynn's, Greenbrier Pharmacy, DJ Vanaco Remax Elite, Vision Roofing, the Children's Clinic of Greenbrier and Conway, Stage 2 Dance Center, Bleacher Bling, and Steak and Shake.
And we're back here. 8 minutes of basketball left as we get set to start the fourth quarter. Greenbrier's going to need at least a 7-point differential in their favor to claim this one. Down by 6 with 1 quarter to go. And it'll be Guy-Perkins basketball to start the fourth quarter. For Greenbrier, they will go out with the starting 5. Jack Runzik, Nate Barentine, Bryce Webb, Thomas Kendall, and Reese Jones. And Guy-Perkins goes with Woodruff, Passmore, Strickland, Sebastian Ely, and Ashton Ely. And Ashton Ely just lost the basketball out of bounds. A turnover for the Thunderbirds. That's not what you want to start the fourth quarter. Jack Runzik will get the basketball across the timeline here after the turnover. He finds it over left wing to Bryce Webb. Looking for a ball screen, gives it over, runs it out high. Kendall with a screen there. Reese Jones out now. Strickland came out on him. Jones found some penetration through the lane, and he's fouled. And he'll go to the line for 2 free throws.
Good penetration there. You like to see that, kind of suck the defense to him, get in there and get a foul. I mean, just hard-nosed drive there.
Now I've got that's the 4th foul on Gabe Strickland. I'm not sure if the scoreboard's right. Either way, Reese Jones misses the front end of the first free throw. Got to make the second one here. Chance to cut it to 5. Greenbrier down by 6 with 7:36 to go. Second free throw's up. Got the second one, hit the front of the rim and dropped home, and Greenbrier's going to come out. And it looks like a little bit more of a full court man, maybe more of a press. They get it over B.J. Woodruff. Gets a screen out high from Sebastian Ely. Runs it out on him. Gabe Strickland with the basketball, pulls up 3. Not the shot you want if you're Guy-Perkins, and the rebound to Reese Jones. 5-point Thunderbird lead. Runs it, brings it ahead. Pass to Thomas Kendall, and out of the hands of Kendall out of bounds. It'll go to the Thunderbirds with 7:12 to play. Guy-Perkins brings it ahead. Woodruff with it out high on the right wing, gets a screen from Strickland. Trying to feed it down low, cross-court feed. It goes to Aaron Passmore. Thought about driving baseline. Now it's tipped away, stolen by Barentine. He doesn't have numbers, so he'll slow it down a little bit. Pulls up, 14-footer, no good. Gets his own miss, puts it back up and in, and Greenbrier's cut the lead to 3. Nate Barentine, he's a scrappy player.
Yeah, JB, he's been the energizer bunny of this team this second half, and they've needed it.
B.J. Woodruff with the basketball now for the Thunderbirds. He kicks it over to Ashton Ely. With it out high. Starts the play, now he has it right wing. Brings it out high again.
Some clock here, JB.
Sure. Aaron Passmore with the basketball. Crossover dribble, drives through the lane. Throws it up off the glass, and Guy-Perkins is up by 5. Broke down the defense a little bit.
Yeah, ref missed a little bit of a double dribble there, but, you know, game goes on.
Ball might have been tipped. Not sure, but Barentine drives the lane, draws the contact, and he's going to the line to shoot 2 again. That's Sebastian Ely with the foul. It's his 2nd foul, and it is now the 8th team foul. So both teams will be in the bonus the rest of the way. Guy-Perkins will be in the double bonus as Barentine knocks down the first free throw to cut the lead to 4.
Yeah, JB, as this 4th quarter starts to wind down, this is where the game's going to be won at the free throw line. These are becoming very crucial points.
That's a good point that you just made. Barentine missed the 2nd free throw. They're going to double team a trap in the corner, though, in the back court, but they get it across Sebastian Ely, and then Reese Jones does what you don't want to do. Foul from behind, and Ely's going to get 2 free throws as Guy-Perkins is in the double bonus.
Yeah, just trying to be aggressive there, force a turnover, and he's got a hand in there where it should have been.
3rd foul on Reese Jones, and Sebastian Ely's first free throw is up, and he knocks it down. 53-48, Guy-Perkins up by 5. 2nd free throw from Ely coming here. Got them both. 54-48. Guy-Perkins doing what they're supposed to do. Knocking it down from the charity stripe. Greenbrier's going to have to do the same if they're going to stay around in the game. Webb, right corner 3, and he got it. 54-51, and Greenbrier's cut it back to a 1-possession game on the triple by Bryce Webb. Ashton Ely brings it up now for Guy-Perkins. Kicks it over to Woodruff out high. Looking for a screen, gives it over Aaron Passmore. Tries to pass it through right to Bryce Webb. Greenbrier a steal. They don't have numbers, so Webb will slow it down. Gives it over. Barentine trailing the play for 3. Had a chance to tie, but he couldn't make it, and Woodruff the rebound for Guy-Perkins. 5:15 to play in the basketball game. Woodruff out high, runs it on him, and Woodruff just brings it back out. Screen there from Strickland. They kick it over to Ashton Ely. Back it goes to Woodruff, top of the key. Ely right wing. Trying to find it, can't find it, goes back up top of the key to Woodruff. Lobs it down low, Gabe Strickland. Double team, they tip it out of play. Nice play, Webb, to reach in from behind there. kind of break down that defense. Strickland had position underneath the basket, backed Kendall in and had an open look. Barrentine came off the edge and knocked it out of play.
That was great, quick,
or was that Bryce
help
Webb?
Defense. I think that was Bryce Webb who came around the corner, around the side.
Josiah Stubbs to inbound now for the Thunderbirds. Up by 3. Going to have to get it in quickly. Broken down defense. Oh my goodness. They call a reach-in foul there.
Yeah, anytime you see that arm come down like that, usually that's why my coach back in the day used to say you always hit up, whenever you're going for a steal, because the ref's not going to call an up tip as much as if they see that arm coming down and making contact with anything, they're going to call a foul. Especially if if it's in that situation, just if they see that arm going down, they're gonna call it every time.
Webb got beat. That was the call that you're going to have to do there. He fouled him, and Cameron Dawson does what good players do. He knocked down both free throws. Down the stretch, that's going to be big. 56-51. Reese Jones gives it over to Runzik. Looks for a ball screen, picks up his dribble. Now he's going to have to get rid of it. Finds Webb near the half-court stripe. Gets a screen out high, kicks it out, left wing, Barrentine, 3-ball, and he buries it. 56-54, Greenbrier's cut the lead to 2, and Barrentine playing big. Been great, a couple of threes here. Cuts the lead to 2. Jack Runzik out high on Stubbs. Nearly had to pick up his dribble, kept possession. Crossover dribble between the legs now. Gets a screen out high, Strickland. 4:09 to play. Gives it over to Woodruff. Looking for a ball screen. Spin move, getting around Barrentine. Now he's in trouble. Woodruff lost the basketball, scrambled for it. Ely's got it, out it goes to Stubbs, and they'll start it all over. 3:50 to play, up by 2. Stubbs, crossover dribble. Thought about a 3, through the lane, barreling through. No call, and Strickland gets the board and puts it back up and in for the Thunderbirds. They're up by 4. Got to play through it. There was a no call. Probably should have been something.
Well, I think that's a good no call there. Could have been a charge. Could have been a little slap foul. Either way, I think it's a good no call.
Greenbrier got to score points. That's the bottom line. Lob down to Reese Jones. Spin move through the lane, and they're going to call a foul on the floor. It's going to be on Sebastian Ely, I do believe.
Yeah, I understand the call there just because, he reached over him to grab the ball. He didn't have clear contact to the ball. He had to make contact with Reese Jones to get to it. So it's a good call by the ref.
It's a 1-1. So Reese Jones needs to make this first free throw. It's up. Off the front of them. No good. Thomas Kendall offensive board, and they fouled him. Big play, Thomas Kendall.
Big rebound, JB. Huge rebound when we needed it. Now he's going to knock these free throws down. Has to knock these free throws down. We need these.
It's on Sebastian Ely. And that's his 4th foul. Kendall, though, got to make the free throws or it doesn't matter. Off the back of the iron, no good. Best he can do is cut it to a 3-point game. That's the 4th miss this quarter from the free throw line. That would have tied it up if they made them. Got to make the second one here. Kendall. Rims out, no good. Another offensive board. That's Barrentine, and that's another foul. That one is going to go on Strickland.
Yeah, JB, another great rebound, just fiery rebound there. And the Guy-Perkins players are looking a little bit distraught here on these fouls, and it's because they're kind of doing the same thing. They're going for these big SWAT blocks. Honestly, if they go straight up on us, we're not going to score on them because they have numbers on us on defense. But the key, again, they're doing these SWAT blocks. They're trying to get these big play-making blocks, and they're swiping and swatting, and so that's why they're getting the foul calls.
58-55 as Barrentine made the first one. Second one's too strong. Gets another offensive board. Barrentine puts it up and in, and it's a 1-point game.
It's Barrentine, JB. It's Barrentine.
That's right. 58-57, 1-point game. Outlet pass, Woodruff, and he stepped out of bounds. A turnover. Greenbrier will get the basketball with 3:07 to play. But before they inbound, there's a timeout on the court, and we'll take the timeout with them. 3:07 to play. Greenbrier down by 1.
The Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network would like to thank our sponsors: American Safeguard Insurance, First Security Bank, Hobart Southern East, Ricochet Outdoors, Swanky Southern Boutique and Salon, Chef Lynn, Greenbrier Pharmacy, DJ Vanaco, Remax Elite, Vision Roofing, the Children's Clinic of Greenbrier and Conway, Stage 2 Dance Center, Bleacher Bling, and Steak and Shake.
And we're back here with 3:07 to play, guys. Greenbrier down by 1, 58-57. The Thunderbirds have come ready to play. Coach Simmons is going to try to draw up some offense. Mike, talk to us a little bit about what Coach Simmons might be going through in the huddle right now.
Well, I mean, I think what he's going through right now is you know, continue to get those offensive rebounds, continue the hustle. But I honestly think he's probably trying to draw something up for Webb because, you know, if anybody's noticed, he is, 3 for 3 from deep, maybe 4 for 4, and long deep too. So I think they gotta run a play to him, or Barrentine's been hot too. So either one, that's what he's probably trying to go to.
3:07 to play. The inbounds as Runzik brings it across. Greenbrier down by 1. Still a lot of basketball left here. And Reese Jones at the top of the key, drives through the lane, barrels through. And they're going to call a charge. It's a player control foul, so no free throws. But that's the 4th foul on Reese Jones, and you better believe that's a player down the stretch that you don't want to lose. The clock continued to run after the foul there, and so they'll have to reset that. It's a lot tougher to run the scoreboard than it looks. I bet our man Darren Fett, he ran the scoreboard at volleyball. It's going to be a little easier in volleyball than this, but yeah, I guarantee it's not as easy as it looks.
I definitely don't want that job. I just get to talk, JB. That's good enough for me. That's hard enough, you know.
We may have to ask Darren the difficulties that goes with all of that. As Guy-Perkins in the front court, Passmore gives it over to Strickland to Cameron Dawson, wide open. Woodruff ball fake, 16-footer, no good, and Barrentine high to get the rebound. Trying to push it up, but doesn't have the numbers. He brings it across the timeline, crossover dribble. Now he slows it down. Greenbrier down by 1. Barrentine thought about driving, gives it to Reese Jones. He drives through the lane, spin move, left hand, no good. Thomas Kendall offensive board, but he couldn't finish. Jones the follow, and he puts it back up and in. What a play on that sequence.
Yep, great
2
energy.
second chance opportunities, and Greenbrier made him pay.
Right place, right time, man. Great energy on
59-58. Josiah Stubbs brings it up for the Thunderbirds. It's our Panthers' first lead in the 4th quarter. As Cameron Dawson has it. Out high it goes to Passmore. He'll drive to the lane. Off the glass, too strong. Battle for the board. Who else? Nate Barrentine out of there with it. Outlet pass to Runzik, and they'll slow it down a little bit. 1:35 to play. Greenbrier's up by 1. Going to try to slow it down and set something up. Runzik finds Kendall over on the right wing. Down low it goes to Jones. Shots up. A block. Strickland blocks him twice. Loose basketball. Cameron Dawson comes out of there with it. They're trying to drive through the lane. Basket counts. They're going to call it no call there. And a timeout on the court with 1:15 to go. We're going to hit a break. This one's going to come down to the wire. Stay with it.
The Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network would like to thank our sponsors: American Safeguard Insurance, First Security Bank, Hobart Southern Eats, Ricochet Outdoors, Swanky Southern Boutique and Salon, Chef Lynn, Greenbrier Pharmacy, DJ Vanaco, Remax Elite, Vision Roofing, the Children's Clinic of Greenbrier and Conway, Stage 2 Dance Center, Bleacher Bling, and Steak and Shake.
Well, it has come down to the wire. 1:15 to play. Mike Simmons undoubtedly drawing up some offense here as it goes down the stretch. I know he's talking to his guys right now a lot about playing some defense if they do miss, kind of all the scenarios, what it's going to look like. Hyping them up, obviously, a good little bit, but you got to come down. You got to score in this possession if you can. If you don't, got to play some good defense. Probably wants them to be smart. Don't force a foul right away. They're in the double bonus, so both teams, no matter who gets fouled down the stretch, is going to get 2 free throws.
I'm telling you, JB, free throws are it's what this game's going to come down to.
Nate Barrentine bringing it up here for the Panthers. Down by 1 with 1:09 to play. Runzik with it now. And it looks like a 1-1-3 zone now for Guy-Perkins. They give it over to Barrentine, to Runzik, tries to drive, now he brings it out high, 53 seconds to go. Barrentine, 3 for the lead, in and out, back in, and Barrentine drains it. 62-60 on the three from
JB.
Barentine.
What time is it, JB?
It's Barentine. Big shot from the right wing with 44 seconds to go, and Guy-Perkins wants a timeout. We're going to keep it right here, though. My goodness gracious, we got a good one. We had a good one last week in the benefit game against Harrison. Our Panthers won that one in overtime, 61-60. Panthers up by 2 with 46 seconds to go, guys. It's getting closer to another overtime.
Yeah, JB. They had a nice zone going because we haven't hit a three in a while now. We've been deadly from three, so I don't know why they're in a zone. I wouldn't be in a zone, but they were in a zone there, and he sucked the zone over and just tossed it right over the zone, and then had a wide open three. You cannot leave. I'm not really sure what the defensive plan there was from Guy-Perkins.
Well, 1-1-3 zone, you're going to have a shooter open every once in a while, and that's what happened.
Maybe it was to throw a little something different at Greenbrier to catch them off in that way, because I knew there was a special play drawn up.
I think also what it might be is rebounding. Defensive rebounding from a zone is easier. I think they're trying to kill those offensive rebounds, which is understandable. That's where we've been hurting them. Very,
very true. A lot of putbacks, but you trade the offensive board for an open three, and
true.
Barentine made them pay.
They shouldn't have started the clock there.
Oh, man.
They're going to start it over. The clock started and never touched the basketball, so. 46 seconds to go, 62-60. And waiting on the ball, Stubbs to pick up the basketball. Now the clock will start. Across the timeline, Stubbs gets it over to Woodruff, and there's a travel before he gave it away. Oh, my goodness, that is not what you want to do if you're the Thunderbirds. Woodruff's going to take a seat. Sebastian Ely will come into the game now.
I don't like the call at the time, but I see it, but I don't know if I'm in love with it.
And
either.
I was going to say I respect the ref there because it is a very hard call to make, and clearly if you're going to make it, it means you really saw travel there because it's a tough time to call travel.
Kicks it over to Reese Jones. Greenbrier is going to hold and trying to get a foul called. Barentine with the basketball. And they're going to call a foul. It is on Josiah Stubbs. That's his fourth foul. Barentine's going to the free throw line. He'll get 2 shots, an opportunity to extend the lead to a 2-possession ball game.
And we got to see Barentine step up. We've got to see him step up here.
I heard the M.
At this point, Talon, it's all the same to me.
First free throw's off the back of the iron, too strong. Barentine got to make this second one a chance to make it a 3-point game. And Woodruff coming back into the game for Ely. They just switched him right before the free throw. Now they're going to bring Ely back out.
Needs this free throw here to make it a 3-point game where they cannot beat us with a shot.
Second one's up. Barentine gets that one and extends the lead to 3. Passmore brings it up. He gives it over to Stubbs. What you don't want to do here is get a careless foul. Let him milk some clock a little bit. Barentine out of high on Cameron Dawson. He drives, feeds it to Woodruff underneath the basket. Tipped away, out of play. It'll stay with Guy-Perkins with 13 seconds to play in the basketball game. This is an opportunity where you can potentially leave a little bit more open space underneath on the low block. You don't want to leave a wide open 3 there.
Well, they drove to the low block there, and I was questioning that because what were they doing? Because they don't quite have the time to get a 2 foul, get the ball back.
Well, 13 seconds is a lot of time. However, like you're saying, you're underneath the block. The best you can do is cut it to 1. Don't think that's what they were trying to do. They're trying to drive and create an open shot out in the outside and the perimeter. There just was nothing there. Greenbrier played good defense on that sequence.
Yeah, I was about to say, he looked like he was baseline driving to suck down our defender so we could kick it back out for a 3, and that's just, we took advantage of that. We got in there and stripped it. Good call from the ref. It was out of bounds on us. But, yeah, that's just what we were trying to do. They went in. They were trying to go in, go out, get a little in and out offense.
And I will tell you, with 13 seconds left to play, where the ball got knocked out of bounds, now I'm not one to sit here and throw, crazy numbers at you about, the chances of something. But on the baseline, that's a good place if you're Guy-Perkins to inbound. A little bit left to the basket. You got an opportunity to lose some guys. The Greenbrier defense is going to be back to the ball. There's an opportunity to have an open look for a 3. So if you're Guy-Perkins, at least you have that as opposed to inbounding from the sideline. It's a little bit easier to cover the sideline inbound. Also, it's sometimes harder to inbound from the baseline as well, so that'll be the advantage for our Panthers. Either way, got to have to stop something here with 13 seconds to go. Greenbrier's up by 3.
For sure.
Stubbs will be the trigger man. Here we go. Looking for a pass. He finds it way out high, and he threw it away. He threw it away to Runzik. He is fouled by Number 33, that's B.J. Woodruff. 63-60, the inbounds there. And Jack runs it, going to the other end, a chance to make it a two-possession ball game. Needs to hit at least one. Two would be nice. First one's up. Too strong, off the back of the iron. Down the stretch, free throw lines have been the difference.
Yeah, we got to finish this, JB. I mean, if we hit our free throws, we're up 10 at this point.
Second free throw's up, got that one. 4-point game with 12 seconds to go. Guy-Perkins brings it up, Passmore at the top of the key, pulls up three with 8 seconds. Too strong, battle for the board. Criswell comes out of there with it. No foul call. Now they foul. They're going to call a jump ball. And the possession's going to go, looks like it's going to go to Greenbrier with 1.4 seconds to go. White basketball. Looks like Greenbrier's going to win the basketball game. 1.4 seconds to go. Criswell inbounds it, Runzik's there, and that's going to do it. 64-60, the final. We had a thriller. Greenbrier did what they had to do in the fourth quarter. They were down by 6. They ended up outscoring them by 11, or rather by 10, and that's how this one's going to end. Greenbrier improves to 1-0 on their first game of the year. Guy-Perkins falls to 2-4. Guys, before we wrap it up, what are your final thoughts?
Man, I've got this written down on my sheet here. Webb from deep. Webb was big. Some huge shots. I honestly, I don't have the numbers in front of me. I think he was 100% from three. But he was big, and then obviously Barentine carried us through the end there. I think he was a leading rebounder, and being one of the smallest guys on the court and being a leading rebounder, that tells you something. He's clearly, as I said earlier, the Energizer Bunny of our team. And it's always Barentine as long as we're in the PAV.
Absolutely. Talon, what are your thoughts?
I mean, you're playing a 1A team. You're eager at this point, I feel like, to get some of your players back from football. You're missing a lot of athletes, and you may not should be playing a 1A school this close, in my opinion. So you're really eager to get some athletes back, and not just because they're necessarily better players, but because mentally it can be draining to not have some of your role players in, and then physically too, because you're not as deep as you typically are. So Josh Robinson, Jacob Mathis, Noah Hogan adds depth to the team, and then even Trey Havens. So you have 4 guys that contribute that aren't even here that can add a lot of depth to this team, and so I think at the end of this one, you're pretty eager to get those guys back.
For sure, and definitely was a case of Guy-Perkins playing up big time.
Yeah.
Sure.
Who was their leading scorer? What's his name?
Josiah Stubbs or Gabe Strickland? Yeah.
Stubbs. I mean, Strickland was good. Strickland was really good, had some good blocks, but Stubbs really had an offensive, just got hot on offense. He played higher than a 1A school played today. Him and Strickland definitely played above that, and we played down. We played down, they played up. That's why it was close, and we are missing a few players, but a learning experience. I think one thing the coach is going to key on, and I hope he keys in on, free throws.
Yeah.
I mean, that is big. Again,
that's the second game in a row that's really kind of affected the Panthers.
Yeah. I mean, free throws towards the threat, and you see the difference here between the teams. They were hitting their free throws at the end. We weren't.
Yeah.
And if we hit our free throws, we're up. I don't know the exact number.
I
probably
think it was
8
5.
Yeah.
Sure.
I mean, 8
It's
10
not
points.
as close as it ends up being. That's right. Well, guys, a win is a win. Am I right? Greenbrier improves to 1-0. Guy-Perkins again falls to 2-4. It was a fun game. We'll be back on the air. I don't know if we'll be on Thursday. I think we'll be on Friday for the football game, but the basketball team will travel on Thursday.
And we are traveling to Magnolia.
On
boys
Friday.
Play Magnolia in the playoffs. Round 2. It'll be a big one.
Long haul down to South Arkansas. The kickoff will be at 7 o'clock. Pre-game will be at 6:30, and we hope that you guys will join us for that broadcast. So for my partners, Talon Newton and Mike Baker, I'm JB Brazil saying so long from the PAV, where tonight our Panthers beat the Guy-Perkins Thunderbirds 64-60.